Okay, so hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Dungeons & Dragons. We are the Digital Dragons, and we're going to be playing some Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Joining me here today, we have got Elora.
Oh, hello, I am Trips, or Tripstylic in the chat, and I'm playing Elora.
We've got Irilyssa.
Hi, I am Jarard, aka Evil by Moonlight in the chat, and I will be playing our Dragonborn Cleric of the Moon, Irilyssa.
We have got Zagrax.
Hello, I am Zach. I will be playing Zagrax. I'm getting over cold, so yeah.
That's good.
So it's like you're in Icewind, then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of colds, we've
Careful.
got Vulwin.
Hi, I'm Ethan or Chaos Gemini in chat, and I'm playing the Firbolg Ranger, Vulwin Agar.
And we have got Tahko.
Hello, last but not least. I am Highwind, and I will be playing Tahko.
And I'm actually the last, and I'm Mordred, and I'm the DM. So there. I guess I am last and least, if you're last but not least. I will make you pay for this insult. So, who would like to go over what on earth happened last session, Zagrax?
I saved the town and now have a cult. Hooray!
Okay.
That's not wrong.
That's not...
I'm
That's
so upset about it.
exactly what happened.
That's
Except I don't have any control over them whatsoever, and they pervert
I mean,
everything I say to whatever you would think it was after using two brain cells to
So-
quantify
They,
So
what
you're
it
tried
saying
to
you
make
want-
me touch a crystal. All right.
So you're saying you want more control over them?
No. Nothing to go
That's what I'm hearing.
Right.
Man, power corrupts quick, doesn't
Yeah. Didn't even want to leave town.
it?
So does anyone want to give us a more full rundown of what happened last time, other than Zagrax getting more powerful?
Where did it start?
I'm going to pointedly look at everybody else.
I say here. I'll fill in what I remember.
I
but-
volunteer, Chips.
No.
Yeah, so we had finished the fight with the dragon. All that had gone down, and I'm trying to think what happened at the very beginning of last time. We basically went our separate ways that night after everything had started to clear up. Irilyssa went to heal as many people as possible. Tahko went to put out fires and help anybody they could. Zagrax and Vulwin went to pick up shards from the dragon that had broken off during the fight, as well as a couple larger pieces. Elora did some helping. I don't know what she did.
Help
Yep.
me.
Did some helping. And then a whole night passed into a new day, and everybody noticed that Zagrax was collecting these pieces and apparently turning people away from being mind controlled. They seemed to regain their senses around him, and he seemed to be glowing bright to them. And he got a cult following.
Regained their senses.
Yeah, they regained their senses around him and believed he was a savior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he had a particular name that they kept calling him by. See if I can even remember that. Somebody help me.
Bright one.
The bright
The
one.
bright one. Yes, that's right. That's why it was ironic. So they kept calling him the bright one and following him around. And by end of that next day, he had a full following, and they got their commandments, their tenets, that they have terribly misconstrued. What is it? To help your neighbor, listen to the guards. Don't give up your crystals. Don't give crystals away. So,
Yeah, don't give up the crystals.
Don't give up the crystals. Basically,
Except for tithes when you're tithing
Yep.
them.
Yeah.
that's mainly what I remember. And it ended up with us talking to Mishan along the way, finding out that when she had cast magic on the dragon to fight it, that it had reflected back at her, and she's blind. And she's not in a great place, even though we've tried to help her.
Up for the word try.
tried to help her, but nat ones are a hard thing to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
And right at the end of that session, we had the whole party meeting back in the tavern which Irilyssa had taken over and effectively turned into a medical station. And we ended with Zagrax entering the room, Mishan looking over to Zagrax as he came in, looking at him and saying, "Have you come to end this?"
And then you did, because the session ended.
Yeah, I'm slowly dying, so excuse me if I mute myself and have a coughing fit.
All good.
But she says that and looks at Zagrax. Zagrax is instantaneously going to turn around and look behind him like, oh, somebody's come to do something? Who is it?
And there is no one behind you.
She's referencing me, isn't she?
Well, I don't know. She can't see.
She's looking right at me.
And Zagrax will take like the comedic like 2 or 3 steps one way, 2 or 3 steps the other way, and just watch and see if she follows.
You cannot hide from me. I can see your true form, demon.
Now I'm not sure if she's looking at me or not.
Oh, she is looking right at you, and every time you take a step, her eyes follow. Well, her,
Oh, no,
her
I
face
know.
follows.
That's Zagrax. I don't know what demon you're speaking of.
I see a thing of fire. If you call him Zagrax, that may not be truly what he is.
Zagrax.
I'm as much me as I was yesterday and the month before and the year before that.
Maybe he's Zargaz now.
Oh.
What?
Zagrax spelled backwards.
I need to know if that's Tahko saying that. I need to
No,
know.
no, I'm not even here. I was getting the sleigh ready.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referencing, Marshan. I still look like me.
I can say only what I see. For 2 years I have not seen the dawn. My lord has forsaken me, and now I am alone in the darkness but for you.
Oh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends on how you say.
I mean, how often do people call you demon and mean it to be a good thing?
There was that one time. But not very often. I don't think ever, yeah.
And with that, Mishan rises to her feet and walks over to you, bumping slightly into one of the tables that's in front, but she does make her way around it, and stands right before you, Zagrax, her diminutive figure dwarfed by her own massive size. But she continues to look up at you. You say you are Zagrax, but what are you really?
A dragonborn? As far as I know, I don't have a soul of a dragon like Tahko did.
Way to just break your word casually.
Yeah, right?
He's very taken back by this.
I don't know what to make of you.
I don't either. There's apparently something to do with Bahamut, and there's a dog, I've been able to cure people of mind control. I'm pretty much as lost as everybody else.
Make a... What would this be? Of your decision, a bluff check, a persuasion check. One of those two.
I don't think there's a roll for
Hide the roll.
eloquence.
Yeah,
Eloquent.
that's charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God damn it.
Did you spill your tea?
No, I just rolled for her
It rhymes
an
with
insight.
spill your tea.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
No.
Oh.
I was hoping nat 20.
I don't know
It's the only
if
thing
that's
that
a good
rhymes
thing or
with spill
bad
your
thing.
tea. Yeah.
And with that, she waves her hand before her face, makes a gesture, whispers a couple of words under her breath, and then her shoulders just sag, and her head lolls forwards a little. I just don't know.
Are you okay?
I just don't know. And with that, she kind of just sits right where she was standing and continues to mutter under her breath, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Did you guys get the situation in the town under control?
Yes.
It's big handled.
Well, as you can see,
Like
I've
Irilyssa.
made. As you can see, I've made a mess of things in here too.
Well, I thought things
She'll-
were going well outside, but
She'll go over and try and come on, my Shen, let's go sit.
Get away from me!
Okay.
But she does still rise and, again, feeling her way around the table. She has a vague idea of roughly where she is because she hasn't exactly moved far, but she does kind of make her way over to one of the sides of the tavern and then just plumps herself down on the side of the wall, just holding her head in her hands, leaning against the wall.
Does anybody have any idea what she was talking about?
well, you do glow a lot more than you ever used to, which was never.
That's what I thought.
And when you saved my life, it looked like you had wings growing out your back.
I don't think I ever had those, but that would be cool.
I saw them.
So I don't know.
Sled's ready.
Maybe you should look deep within yourself. Maybe you'll find an answer.
Okay. Try that. I don't think I've tried to do that before, but what could go wrong?
Yeah, figure out why somebody who follows the light called you a demon. That'd be nice to know.
Yeah.
Figuring out why someone who has no eyes can see you might also help.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Were any of you able to find copper?
No.
I don't think I've seen him around.
No, didn't see him at any of the houses near the church.
Sure, he's fine. He's only wearing so many clothes that nothing can get to him.
Maybe.
But
Just hope that he's not buried, trapped in those coats.
Don't know, but there's only so much that each of us could do in one night.
I think I've done enough.
Yeah. Let's go try and get to that dragon before it heals itself and comes back.
Right.
Yeah.
Did anybody contact the scouting party?
Yeah, last time we did.
I believe Tahko did, yeah.
Last Tahko did an hour or so ago.
Elora's like, last session we did.
Like, I
session we
didn't say
did.
that.
What?
I didn't say that.
Quick flashback. Last time on Digital Dragons.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a civil war.
Yeah.
It was what was happening.
Yeah, that was something that was.
But yes,
now
you did
the
contact,
exciting continuation.
and you heard from Fell that they had managed to breach the... I don't remember exactly what he said. Did I write it down? Yes. First attack was a disaster, but then opened the door for us. Might be potential for civil war.
Yeah.
Yay for good notes.
Right.
Well, let's head back down there and see if what we can do there. We've done all we can here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danica can get us down there, but we have to go to her. So.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
bringing something like that into a city would only cause more panic.
Especially after they already fought a threatening flying thing once in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
48 hours.
Well,
We could just say it's one of the Bright One's blessings or something, and they wouldn't care at this point.
please don't. I don't need any
I don't
more of
believe
them.
that.
Well, they're certainly not going to shoot it down.
The world doesn't need any more people following me.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well,
You all agreed to that way too easily, but okay.
I did not say anything.
No, I'm
Get
just
going.
sorry. I'm just thinking about the fact that you got us together to head out to the tundra to begin with.
right?
Huh.
Drew, you kind of are the de facto leader.
That's why I went and found you yesterday. I thought you were the leader, but then you had all these people following you.
Like he
Zagrax was
brainwashed
like-
us back then.
Like after you know, everybody was just kind of like said nothing. He just kind of like was walking off in kind of sadness, and then he just also then kind of like turned around, like kind of mouth ajar, like, "Oh my god, I can do stuff."
Yeah,
guess we
but if we're being honest, Irilyssa is probably the leader. Let's go.
Okay.
That's
Well.
outside. Summons Johan.
You heard him, leader. Lead the way.
All right, let's go.
So with Irilyssa in the lead, you will follow her out, heading to
Mhm.
where Tahko had set up the sled. Zagrax, you summon Johan quickly.
Yep.
And what are you doing from here?
Probably hooking
Going.
Johan
Did you go
up to
talk
the
to
Everything
sled.
go well, or
Swiftrunner,
did you screw it
Tahko?
up? Have I seen Swift Runner?
Did you go talk to her? Because we know she's like out there
Uh,
outside.
I'll say that I've been calling out for Swift Runner while I was out.
Okay.
Okay,
Does
but
that-
you never left the town, so nothing.
No, I didn't. I thought I readied up the sled and stuff.
Oh, were you
I'm
doing that
setting
outside? I was under the impression you were doing that like outside the tavern.
No, I thought he readied it up and then, I don't think they brought it to the tavern. I thought I had to like.
No, they brought it to the tavern for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, okay.
So you're like in the street
Can't
outside the
recommend
tavern
it.
right now with the sled set up. Johan now
Okay.
attached to it.
Okay, then yeah. I haven't seen her. I'll just call for her once we get out. Hopefully she's out there somewhere obvious.
Okay.
So
And off we go.
in that case, let me just go back
Trying to take back roads.
Bryn Shander real quick because this matters. Which gate are you
Oh,
leaving
boy.
out of?
Which one did she say she was waiting outside of?
North Gate,
Why are we going in the
No.
north gate going east?
Yeah.
because I assume that's where she went because it's
I
the
mean, she
closest
told
gate.
us.
Okay,
So which
whatever.
one did she tell us? I don't remember.
Roll an intelligence check, Tahko.
Right.
Intelligence is your memory stat.
8.
She definitely said Northgate.
Yeah, I think she said Northgate, so if she's not there, we'll just find her riding around the town.
Okay.
Lots happened.
I could have swore she was going south, but okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're going
South?
south.
Isn't that where we'd go if we were following the dragon that she
Yeah.
wanted to follow and fight?
I thought she
Okay.
was just trying to leave because she was injured.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Hey,
And
if
hates
anything,
the
she'll
town.
find us.
All right.
Sure,
Well,
but we don't need to go to the
Yeah.
north.
honestly, the dogs are faster than going through the town slowly. It's just right around the town.
What
So
gate
which
we
way are you going?
to? I'm just gonna sit on
North and then
on sled.
counterclockwise.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go out the north entrance then, and you can yell for her. If she's not there, we'll just go to the other entrance.
All right.
So you head out the north gate, and there are still people are coming and going. North gate is actually pretty busy, and it takes you a while to get through it. There are people coming in from Targos. There are people leaving for Targos. But you do manage to make your way through the jostling crowds eventually. Tahko, go ahead and roll me a
It's a traffic jam?
charisma check.
I thought like 3/4 of this town died.
Yeah, but you've got
Oh,
people coming in from
people.
Targos, and if there's one road that people are on right now, it's that one.
Okay. Charisma check. 15. Get out of my way!
This was you shouting for Swift Runner.
Oh, okay.
And I need to remember whether I wrote any stats for her. Can she hear you? This would be that, and it would be that. I would say... Yeah, we'll let you. You start heading counterclockwise, going towards the southwestern gate, and after probably about 10 minutes, slowly making your way around, Tahko shouting as you do, somehow your voice manages to carry across the entire city, and from behind you, Swift Runner lopes up, still clutching one of her, like, broken, bruised ribs, but otherwise looking in far better spirits than she did before. She keeps a wary eye towards the city, but being outside of it, as you guys are right now, she looks a heck of a lot more comfortable than the last time you saw her.
Okay. There you are.
I said the east gate.
East? Well, that's the last one we guessed. So sorry you lost.
Give me a chance to stretch my legs a bit.
All right.
So, where are we going?
Southwest, I think.
We're heading
over
to
the Tundra.
Goodmead.
Southeast. I definitely know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We're
Okay,
going
yeah.
to Dugan's Hole, basically.
Yeah, well,
Oh, we're not
Yeah.
going right over the tundra. We're taking the
I mean,
pass.
regardless, it's
it's
not.
the same direction.
It's yeah.
Move us back over to the
And
map so we can
with
see
with the
what's
stuff
happening
that we have,
Oh, yeah.
do I know that we have the means to cross the tundra quicker that way rather than taking the routes?
there. With
Because what did we actually get?
with Swift Runner as a guide, yes, you probably
Oh, yeah, that's
could.
right. She could. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So,
it's
yeah,
one of the
she
things
just-
one of the things the module explicitly says about the werebears is if you have one of them as a guide, you can pretty much go anywhere.
Yeah, and she just
Oh,
cuts through the
cool.
snow too, so it's like
Yeah. All right. So pretty much straight
Yeah,
south.
we can-
There's a little
we-
farm there.
yeah, we can pass Danica's old home.
Oh, aye, someone you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
someone
Danica
we-
Ascendant.
Someone we kind of helped create in a sense.
No.
That's not the way I'd put it. She was her own person.
Saved the.
definitely
Now
her own
she's her
person.
own people.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Saved
has.
your life.
Mhm.
Persons.
Oh, that's a good thing. Right, well, I don't think I'm up for pulling you quite the speed that I did before, but we should get going.
All right.
Okay.
Do we
Thank
have?
you.
Do we have more than one sled?
Yeah, I'll say that she has
Okay.
one as well. She's
Okay.
currently just pulling over one shoulder right now.
Mm.
Well, hop in,
Mush.
and we should get going.
I'll hop in.
Mush.
Yeah.
And with that, you head off down towards Dugan's Hole. And where are my travel times? There they are.
Dugan's crater now.
Yeah, we'll just we'll cut around the forest and we'll know when we can find Dan's landing spot because we'll pass the Ice Lodge.
So after about 3... In fact, Vulwin, give me a survival check with advantage, and Irilyssa, give me a perception check, please. For your scooting about in the navigation.
17.
17.
17,
Hey.
17. Okay. So you head out from Bryn Shander, taking up a more relaxed speed than in the mad dash to Bryn Shander when you were chasing the dragon, but you are still moving far more quickly across the tundra than you would be doing usually. Swift Runner just seems to know where the snow is packed the hardest, where you're going to be sinking through it the least, and if there are any areas which are difficult to get through, she basically just slams straight bodily through it and just clears a path. And with that, you make very good time arriving at Danica's farm after about 3 hours of travel. However, it is very much dark, considering it is now about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
nighttime.
yeah.
So we were just leaving.
Our whole sense of time.
Our
got
day
all
and night are
screwed up.
totally messed
Yeah,
up.
it's true. Based on when we slept.
Yeah.
So, do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Where
Can sleep
exactly
on
are we
the-
meeting Danica?
By Dugan's Hole.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where we
so-
left her. Them.
Oh,
Confusing.
Alright, we'll keep going then. So, tell me about this Danica.
Oh,
Person.
when you see she has an airship, but it kind of looks like a snail. Don't be alarmed by it. It won't hurt you.
I
Right,
might
a flying
teleport you
snail.
inside of-
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll a persuasion, please.
Okay. 18.
Nice.
Okay, I'm sure you've seen weirder things than this. And you are travelling
Yes.
with my brother.
No, it's really up there.
Yeah.
He has a way of attracting the weird, so... Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you continue southwards. You make your way past the Ice Lodge, and then using that basically as a landmark for when to start turning in towards Dugan's Hole. It's another 2 hours or so of travel until you start seeing the still... In fact, it's not even smoking at this point. You just see the remnants of that metropolis which was once known as Dugan's Hole.
Yeah.
That's both in and out of character.
That would be.
Well, looks like they didn't make it. I hope the rest of the 10 towns aren't as bad.
Yeah. Let's go right down the middle of town.
No.
I'd rather leave the dead to slumber.
Yes.
Well, we won't have to pay a toll, that's for sure.
You can go through the center of town on your own time, Tahko.
Okay.
So, where are we going from here? This is just where you told me to bring you.
If you want to join us, I think it's a bit south of here.
I need to
What
see
if
this
you-
flying snail.
The snail.
Yeah, why don't you slap a slug on your head and start asking questions?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was unless she's moved, it was like southwest or westish of the town.
I'll,
She
I'll,
landed.
I'll, I'll glance over at Swift Runner and then just say, "That isn't a euphemism."
I'll put the slug on my head.
So the slug, does it live in the airship?
No, it lives in her
No,
pocket.
it lives on my neck.
Came from the
This isn't
airship,
even the
though.
weird part.
But did the slug
Anyway.
come from the shell?
Don't
Yes.
know where
From the
it-
I
shell.
don't remember
think
where
it
the
did.
slug came from.
Look, I'm gonna warn you. When we go to get out of that ship, there's a chance you might encounter something uncomfortable. So, like, hold your breath.
I think I'm going to be too busily trying to squeeze in a wee little shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
Danica,
No.
are you awake? Danica
Yes,
Ascendant, are you awake?
yes, we are here. Repairs are ready.
Okay, I think that we are near. We are bringing Tahko's sister. Her name is Swift Runner, if that's all right with you.
Yes, of course.
Do you know exactly your location in relative distance to Dugan's Hole? We're at Dugan's Hole now.
I don't know precisely, but this may help. And with that, you feel like you just have this sudden knowledge of where exactly this ship is.
Okay.
Or where exactly Danica is, rather.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Bing.
Okay, that's really helpful. Thank you.
Yes, how long until you arrive?
How long till I arrive?
It's probably like half an hour at most.
Okay. I think it'll only take us like half an hour, so see you soon?
Oh, okay. See you soon.
Okay, great.
Is Elora talking out loud during
No, she's probably making a lot of facial expressions
this?
though.
Okay. I couldn't remember if your conversations are something that it's one side, we hear one side of it or not.
No, I think you can just. She used to talk out loud, and then she like trained herself not to.
Gotcha.
hmm
It probably was a little bit of the early days when Danica was like talking half and then half not.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that.
But
I look
since
like
then,
I'm crazy.
yeah, you've spoken to her enough that you've kind of mastered telepathy at this point, at least with her.
Yeah, just with Danica Ascendant.
And with that guidance, you are able to make your way to this fairly large mound of snow that just seems to be on its own in this white, desolate wasteland.
Are we getting close to the ship or no?
That's it. We told Danica to hide because the Charlatan dragon might have thought that
Oh.
it
yeah,
was
we-
a structure.
We're smart then.
We're smart.
Some
then.
of us are.
Sometimes.
So
You
good
could
thing,
prove
yeah.
it a wee bit more often, though, brother.
Right.
So, where are we going? You said it was around here.
It's right there. I'll like point at the mound.
I'm gonna say once we get close, I'll just like knock on it.
You knock on it, just the little puff of snow just falls off, and then you see this purplish hard structure just behind it. And you kind of...
Anybody remember where the entrance is?
Oh, I'll let her know.
Yeah, I
we're
think
here.
we last time we climbed out because the front of the
Yeah, I
ship
think-
was close enough to the ground. But
I think it's around the butt.
no, I think
Snail.
it has to do with the tentacles.
Yeah, the
It's
tentacles
true.
reach down and grab us.
Okay.
Ask if there's another way. There's got to be another way, right?
Okay.
Through
Okay, I'll
door.
put my
Yeah.
my slug hat on again.
While Laura's doing that, Zagrax is just gonna like choose a direction and start walking that way, trying to see if he can't find the entrance.
Walking the perimeter.
Okay, so yeah, Zagrax, it doesn't take you very long. So, from where you found this pile of snow, it actually becomes more sheer as you get away from the quote-unquote front, and you realise that not exactly gentle slope, but that slope was kind of the front of the deck where the ship had just piled into the ground. and you're able to climb up that deck, and you remember there was an entrance up there if you go in that way.
Oh, I found the entrance.
Ah, good.
Perfect. Hasn't moved at all.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I'll still be like, Danica, we're here, we're coming inside.
Now the slugs, though. Yeah,
And you're
Yeah.
saying this thing flies?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
yeah it does.
Danica said it's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, this thing's... I still don't know how to feel about it.
As Zagrax
But-
like gets to the door, and is it one of the shrinkter doors?
No, it's actually just the,
Oh.
the open bay of the
Oh,
ballista
okay.
deck, and you just walk straight through there.
Okie dokie.
And the rest of you make your way through, and Swiftrunner follows a little hesitantly, several feet behind you, just kind of looking around, unsure, tentative, as she follows. But seeing Tahko go in, a moment later, she also gives out a deep sigh and then just follows in as well. And as you
I don't know
guys...
about you guys, but I haven't slept enough, so I'm gonna like find a corner and pass out. Let me know when we get to the fortress.
And then Zagrax just go find a corner that's not in snow and just sit down and like instantaneously fall asleep.
Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, you're able to like go down into the hull, which is still closed up, and once you're in the ship itself, it warms up pretty rapidly. Like they've clearly got their systems up and running here, and even if the flying element wasn't quite working previously, the life support certainly was. So you're able to find a pretty nice warm spot, and the inside of the ship itself is warm and dry at this point. Although you still need to contend with the sphincter doors with the...
Just to avoid
Yeah.
them.
I never had a problem with them.
But okay.
So
just
Zagrax, you
go.
disappear downstairs, and as you head off, appearing from above, Danica approaches upright, looking to have a bit more confidence around her than you've seen with her before. She's definitely holding herself with a new kind of purpose, which is clearly
Okay.
being growing. Ah, good, you've come back. Welcome back to the Ascendant.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're safe.
For the moment, but you seem to want us to lead you back down to the fortress. Am I
If
right?
that's all right
You
with
right.
you.
Yes, I think we can manage this.
Okay. Yes, we want to go back to Sunblight Fortress because we believe that's where the dragon returned, and we'd rather the dragon never be able to hurt anyone ever again.
Hmm.
And is the dragon still flying?
Don't think so.
Maybe.
As far as we know,
We lost a foot.
It
If
did
we
lose
can-
a foot.
if we could get in the air, we might be able to find a trail. It was dropping pieces.
Well, I don't know where else it would go. Only place I
True.
can think of, but regardless of if it's returning there, we still need to clear out anything there. I don't even know what's going to be there anymore.
Surprises.
I hope not.
Right, well, if you are all ready, then we should depart.
All right.
We
you.
would appreciate if one of you stood watch in the observation, just to make sure the dragon isn't around. We are
Okay.
defenseless up here.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Thank you.
Although it's kind of hard to see at night. Irilyssa might be best for it, unless you can grant me your vision.
We would only last for an hour.
Yeah.
So I'll go up there.
Okay. Then I'll sleep.
When you're tired, Irilyssa, I can take watch too.
Hmm?
I can take second watch if you'd like, Irilyssa.
Oh yes. When you're ready, just tag me out.
Okay. Okay. I'll get 6 hours of sleep then.
And there is a slight tremor in the hull of the ship, as it seems to almost shake itself clear of the snow which has gathered on top of it. And then, a moment after this shuddering sensation, you feel a sudden sense of inertia as you rise unexpectedly into the air, but the sensation passes quickly, and instead it just feels like normal. There is definitely a weird hum around you. You can now get a greater sense of wind rushing around the hull, but otherwise it's almost like you're still standing still, and yet, Irilyssa, you looking out of the observation window, you can see that you are travelling now at fairly great speed across the tundra, heading down towards Sunblight Fortress. In the far distance, you can see the Spine of the World mountains rising above the horizon. And with that, we travel for some time. I'm just going to keep track of how long this takes. You were from about there. And she'll drop you there.
How's Swiftwater handling all of that? I assume it's got to be fun.
Yeah, I'll
He's
show
on
her
board
the
at this
observation
point.
lounge and just the majesty of it.
Majesty.
Swift Runner. That's a good question. How does she handle this? He's definitely unsure at first, but she seems more comfortable in the observation room when she can actually see what's happening, and she does keep you company up in the observation deck. Irilyssa,
Good.
I mean, if you want to spend the time talking, you can, but otherwise she's perfectly content to just kind of sit there quietly, just looking around the tundras as you go. And you can see that she takes great interest in a couple of spots that you pass, and she'll get up and then walk right over to the glass, almost trying to push herself through it, looking down.
Ooh.
I would think that every once in a while, Swiftwater would actually have to wake Irilyssa up, because she's running on empty right now.
She doesn't. The first time you fall asleep, she just leaves you.
Oh.
Okay.
So you only see her rush up once and kind of jostles you awake, and you kind of look around, thinking yourself, stay awake, gotta stay awake, gotta... eyes getting... And then the next time you awaken, there is another shudder as the ship seems to slow. And Irilyssa, you look around, and where before there had been the flat wastes of Icewind Dale, you are now up in the mountains of the Spine of the World. You got mountain ridges rising up above you, and the speed of the ship definitely seems to be slowing as it seems to come to its destination. All of you get the effects of a long rest.
Nice.
Yay.
Because you slept through that. And you do realize that the ambience of the outside seems to be getting lighter, and also the interior of the ship seems to be getting lighter, as it is the beginning of a new day, even if Icewind Dale as a whole doesn't really show that, because there is no real dawn. It's just slightly lighter. You're already apparently not really with a 6.
You're right, not really. I rolled a 6. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
I'm ready.
We can bring the ship down, or we can just get you to the ground. It's up to you how you wish to disembark, but we're right at the entrance of the valley that leads to the fortress. Just straight ahead down that way.
What do you mean, just get us to the ground?
Yeah, I'm not jumping off.
Forgive us. If you go into one of the glass jars, then you'll leave through the tentacle. Or just wave you down.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Absolutely not.
Heck yeah. I'm already running down to the jar.
Last time that happened to me, it tried to drown me.
Watch me.
I'm not running after Tahko, but definitely following.
All right, so
Wow,
Tahko,
they're really
you leave in a hurry, going towards the jars, and even Swift Runner seems to be caught in the moment. And after a moment, kind of looking around the rest of you and seeing your hesitation, Vulwin, she kind of glances at you twice, then looks at Tahko just rapidly disappearing down into the lower holes, and just shrugs and I've got to try it at least once. And she goes after Tahko.
Yep.
I don't think it'll be that bad, Vulwin. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's that bad. Okay.
Thank you, Danica. Ascendant.
Yes. Of course, we will stay around. We will try to stay away from possible dragons, though. Good
Yep.
luck.
I will alert you if the dragon takes off.
That would be appreciated.
Yep.
Good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Stay safe.
And
Elora's like, come on, Vulwin. It'll be fun.
No, it's not fun. There's nothing fun about this. As he's walking out of the room and the voice is just carrying into the hallway.
And Tahko, you make your way into the chamber where there were the 3 glass jars, and you choose one of them. Sphincter opens in front of you. You pass through, and then you just have this large glass tube in front of you, and you kind of stand in front of it for a moment, not really sure what to do, and you hesitantly put a hand out, and just before you touch the glass, the tube rotates, or it's part of it seems to rotate as the glass just opens, and you now have a fissure which you can walk through. The liquid, the gel that you know is inside of these, seems to part out of the way, allowing you to get in. And then as you step inside, with the glass in front of you closes, and you can kind of sense the gel starting to come in towards you, and it's kind of wince to try and hold this stuff off. It's suddenly really cold, and there's something soft under your feet, and you're just standing on the tundra.
Oh,
And you can see
that is
above
so
you that
fun.
the airship is still just hovering there with a very soft kind of sound.
Smooth. Very smooth.
Assume Swiftrunner watched that happen.
Yeah, and Zagrax, you see him like walk in, pause for a moment, and then disappears. And it's almost like a toilet flush where the gel just like pulls down, splashing down behind him.
I got flushed.
That looks so weird.
As he starts walking up to the tube after.
And same thing. The glass seems to shudder a little bit, then moves aside. You walk in, the gel parts. You step in. You get this sudden feeling that the gel is about to wash all over you, and you kind of tense yourself against the horrible feeling of gel. Like, gel is like goo. It's horrible. And you kind of tense up waiting for that impact, but it never happens. And then suddenly, it's this feeling of intense cold. There's something soft under your feet. And you look around, and there's a shadow that's moving away from you as one of the tentacles rises up back into the air, having deposited you there next to Tahko.
Oh, man.
Much better when you have your eyes closed, and 2, much better leaving than entering.
Oh, that's such a trip. I love it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Better than walking, but
And as you two are standing there for a moment, you again feel this shadow rising over you, and you see one of these giant tentacles start to loom above you, reaching down, punching into the ground next to you with just a actually very slight little touch. Considering the speed that it was coming down at you, kind of almost flinching aside in case it was coming to strike you. And then it's a momentary pause. The tentacle pulls back, and standing there is Swiftrunner, similarly kind of flinching, her eyes shut. And then she feels the change in temperature, opens one eye, looks around, and just sees you two staring at her.
Right as she's opening her first eye, I'm going to give her like a slap on the back. It's fun, huh?
It's certainly different. Did we just come out of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a lot less jarring than when it tries to pick you up. When the tentacle just comes flying and just...
Well, you mean like that? As another tentacle starts slamming down, she kind of pulls away from both of you, trying to step away from where the tentacle comes down. Who's next?
I'll go.
Irilyssa, you take the same thing, going into the glass tube, wincing just as the goo seems about to hit you, and then suddenly change in temperature. It's cold. There's something soft under your feet. You open your eyes, and if you even close them, and just standing there kind of looking at you is Swiftrunner, wincing, trying to shield her face against you, and Tahko and Zagrax, Tahko with a bit of a smile on his face.
Wow.
Irilyssa will just like put her claws up and be like, "Ah, scary dragon!"
Ah, I'm so glad we have that. That just saved us so much trudging through the snow.
Oh yeah.
Elora, Vulwin, are you following?
Yeah. Elora will definitely go first.
Don't they have more than one tube?
Yeah, there are 4 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she'll be like, let's go, but I don't know if he'll follow.
Except I
Yeah,
think 2 of them
yeah,
are broken,
that
so there are 2 that are
looks-
functioning.
Okay.
The one he looks over to the one that I'm pretty sure he clearly broke. He's like,
It'll be fine.
Angry grumbles.
yeah, that's what I was told last time. He's gonna like walk into one of those, and he's gonna hold his breath.
And as you take that deep breath and hold it, and then step into the glass that's moved aside, and you kind of wince as you can almost hear the gel coming down, except nothing happens. And you kind of look up, having sensed motion, and then you see the gel coming in, and then you really wince against it, and then a second later, change in temperature. It's suddenly really cold. You got something soft under you, and where you were looking up instead, you can see the retreating form of the tentacle as it wriggles its way back into the sky, having deposited you on the ground of Icewind.
Oh, it was much better going this way.
That's what I said. Yeah.
And the
I like
same
it
thing,
better.
What do you mean?
Elora.
That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Tentacle deposits you down, pulls away, and then you find yourself there with the rest of the group.
I said it
Yeah,
before.
and I actually think
said
she
it to
just looks
Tahko.
totally fine because she's used to teleporting
Okay.
in and out of things.
So it's like you just like
Get
walk through a
snapped.
door, like you're still like half a step as you arrive, even like before you expected to appear.
Mhm. That's true. Like, oh wow, much faster. All right, well,
All right, let's trudge through the snow.
yeah, get
We're,
ready.
like, here on the map.
Yeah, you are. Hang on, let me find where the party icon is. There it is. I have not used that in a while. Whoops.
Right?
You're
we need to
still in
find some
Lonelywood,
good flying
apparently.
music.
Yeah,
Party icon.
you're about there at the moment.
Is there currently music playing?
No.
Okay.
It really should be now that you've been deposited. Do.
I just wanted to make sure that Silent Screen didn't leave me behind.
No.
Again.
I'm just thinking of like Final Fantasy airship tracks. Because once you get the airship, the music's always so good. It's just such a landmark in the game.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had some travel music for that, but I'm never sure like how long the travel's going to take. So I was like, is it really worth spooling that up just for this? Probably should do.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you are at the base of the valley. Pretty much like you can see the remnants of the camp that the Black Knights had left here when they stayed. They are probably, I think it was an hour away from the fortress itself. But even now in the distance, Irilyssa in particular, can see it looming out of one of the mountains ahead of you.
Mm.
Swift see in the dark.
That's a very good question.
I don't know if we've ever talked about that.
Pretty sure she has
You
dark
just
vision.
kind of assumed that.
I mean, yeah, unless you approached our camp previously with like lantern light and then still managed to
I
sneak
mean,
me out of a
hearing
tent.
and-
Like,
Hearing and smell.
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
advantage on smell, but no dark vision.
Really?
But everything at the moment is dim light, because it's technically is daytime.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
never mind. I won't do that.
All right.
In fact, Irilyssa, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Perception. A 10.
Perfectly average.
Okay.
Wonderful.
You
You see
watch
stuff and things.
as the Ascendant moves away from you guys, its tentacles waving in the foreground, almost like it's pulling the ship along in the air. And in time, it kind of moves over one of the mountains, then dips behind it and out of sight. And as it leaves your vision, you sense movement up in the sky. You look up to see what it was that caught your eye, but nothing.
I'll
Yeah,
watch the
we're
ship
just-
go by with a sense of longing.
Longing.
Tearing up, kind of just whipping her head around.
Vulwin, go ahead and give me a perception as well. Let's see if you pick this up.
Sure.
And Tahko, you've also got good passive perception. I keep on thinking
13.
Irylyssa's the one with good passive, but it's not, it's you.
23.
There you go.
Yeah, Tahko.
So
I can just
Vulwin,
see in the dark.
nothing. You struggle to look out after it. Tahko, you kind of catch Irilyssa glancing suddenly at something in the air. And it takes your eyes a moment to adjust because you're not as good in such light conditions as Irilyssa is. But there definitely seems to be something up there, circling widely. But it's, at this distance, it's difficult to make out what it is. But there is definitely something up there. It might just be a bird, but there's something about the way it's moving which makes you think that's not a bird. And also, haven't seen many birds, and also that's not a flock. That's just a single thing.
Yeah. Hey,
But it's
Elora,
small.
you might want to put the slug on. I think there's
Uh,
something up there.
Okay. Okay.
You may want to.
Warn her of it?
Yeah,
Of it?
yeah.
Okay.
Or at least see if they can't tell us what it is.
Mm,
Maybe they
okay.
can ram it.
All right. I'll put on my slug hat. Danica, are you still around?
Disappearing quickly, but yes.
Okay. There seems to be something in the air above us right now by the Sunblight Fortress. You might want to take cover?
Oh, okay, we'll move down a little bit lower against some of the mountains, but we've not seen anything.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know now. Like I said, I want to keep you as safe as I can.
Yes, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, what are we doing? Are we attacking that thing? What's the plan?
The thing in the air?
No. There's something in the air.
What thing?
Oh, yeah, no, that thing. She's talking about the.
Yeah, the giant
Fortress.
fortress that's up there somewhere.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of like lose my sense of self when I put that slide
Yeah,
on my head.
we could follow down this path, and there's a way that we're supposed to be able to get in.
All right, then.
To meet
Off
up
we go.
with the
Yeah.
tiefling.
No, we don't know if anybody we come across might be mind controlled, so just keep on your guard.
Right,
Mind
and look
control,
to
flying
look to
shells.
Zagrax if you think that you're losing your control of your own mind.
Honestly, if we do run across mind control people, don't outright attack them. Zagrax might be able to fix them and turn them into acolytes.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, upstanding
Not
citizens.
acolytes. Come on now.
And that's better. I mean, I'm not one to
No.
judge people's religious persuasions, but that
Honestly,
seems a bit mind controlly to me as well.
Well, they're not trying to kill us, so I don't really care.
Honestly, I can
Wow.
just put them to sleep.
Yeah, I can do that as well. And she kind of bangs her fists together.
Without hitting them.
Aw, not even a wee bit. Just a
wee bit.
good night tap.
If needed.
A good night tap might be okay.
Brilliant. Right, let's go.
If there's any luck, we'll run into Jarard and give him more than a good night tap.
Ah, damn right, I'll be doing that. All right, let's go then. Let's go.
All right.
And with that, Swift Runner like pulls out ahead of you guys a couple of lopes, and then kind of realizes that you're a little slower to follow. Stamps her foot a little impatiently. Come on, come on.
Quit running so swiftly.
I cannot help it. Besides, you used to chase me when I did this.
Yeah, I know.
So, you willing to see if you can catch me?
Ha! All right. I'll start running
Oh,
after.
this I gotta see.
3, 2, 1. Athletics check.
The only time I see
Alright.
Tahko move this fast is when he's about to get in trouble.
Hey, when he walks,
I got a +9 to it. I roll a 1.
Oh,
I'm
did
gonna
I
be
call
taking
that or did I call that or what?
I'm going to be taking the quick way down the mountain, I think. I can.
So
Oh my god.
you pull up next to where Swift Runner is, both of you kind of taking the runner's brace just before you set off. She gives you a broad wink. 3, 2, 1. She jumps up and sprints off. You also jump off, lose your balance, and immediately just faceplant into the ground. Just half a step after you've already left. And you're just left there, just a mouthful of snow. It's cold and humiliating.
All right, come on, Tahko. We'll have all day to line the snow.
Oh, boy.
Zagrax is just like walking past.
I think I'm getting old.
Come
It's
on!
okay. We just
You're
gotta
still
keep
really
going.
slow!
Yeah.
Our names aren't Swift Runner.
I'm going to get up and try and catch up. I'm going to keep running.
Go ahead and give me another athletics check.
All right. 17, slightly better.
You put in a brave attempt, but by this point she's already like 200 meters ahead of you and there is no chance you're catching up. And even though you are really racing, even your standards of like you were trying to catch up with your sister. You used to play this as a game. Like you felt like you used to be a pretty good runner. But even with that, she's still pulling ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Don't wind
At least you're
yourself.
clearing a path in the snow.
And yeah, there is just this trail that you guys can just follow now.
I also made a
Well-
campsite up there.
Okay, so you close in to the fortress. Its walls grey against the darkness, looming up into the sky. All about you, you can now see signs of struggle. There are numerous bolts and boulders strewn around, many piercing the cold, still bodies of the black swords. As you come to a halt a little ways from the walls to take in precisely what it is you are seeing here, you notice two dark shapes moving in the snow, trudging towards something. They pause. They reach down, and then they pull up something else, a third shape, which between the two of them, they slowly move away. And your eyes follow their trajectory, and you notice that there are several low piles in the snow, and you realize that that's probably the piled stone of freshly created graves of those who have fallen in the assault on Sunblight Fortress. Casting your eyes to the fortress once again, you see the still ruined gates standing ajar, beckoning to you and the darkness within. What do you want to do?
I'll wait for everyone to catch up.
And you have to wait probably 2 or 3 minutes, because you and Swiftrunner had pulled ahead, but the race only really lasted probably 500 meters or so before she slowed down to a walk, waited for you to catch up, and then the both of you walking at a much more explicitly slow pace for the rest of the team to catch up, particularly once you started seeing the signs of the struggle around you. You fall to a more respectful cadence as you look around, having to dodge now and then from various bolts and arrows and things stuffed in the ground, having to walk around a corpse or two, and all of the bodies that you do see, they're all human or dwarven. Not Durgar, but dwarven or halfling in stature, all in the darkened clothing that the black swords tended to favour, and all of them, for those that were at least looking up, with the sword pendant still around their neck.
Okay. I'll start, honestly, picking up bodies as I walk and bring them to the figures we see off there.
And as you approach, the figures do put hands to their weapons, eyeing you as you come up. And then as you kind of materialise out of the gloom, they give you a solemn nod. And then just kind of glance down towards the pile of unprocessed bodies that these two are still kind of dealing with. You returned then.
Here to finish it.
Pleased to hear that. You'll find Fel in the fortress. He'll be fairly near the entrance.
great. I mean, not great, but great.
Good luck in there. You'll need it. Those
Thank you.
bastards put up a fight.
I see that. All right.
Okay, thank you.
And moving away, you head up to the entrance of the fortress, the walls looming above you, and you can see where part of the attack here was clearly the most intensive. You can see all the bodies have been cleared away from here, but you can still see the outlines in the snow of where the fallen had taken their last breath. Bolts and boulders and even a couple of splashes of ice denoting where some liquid or other had been thrown out over them and then since frozen in place are left as scars in the ground. And you make your way to the gate and peer inside. And inside, in real contrast to the ruin that you just passed through on the way here, it's clean. It's not even a splash of blood on the ground as you would kind of expect. And your eyes are drawn upwards and you can see murder holes clearly up above. And just in front of you, you can see the spikes of a portcullis raised and still open.
All right, in we go.
Alright, and then with that, I'm needing to double check something. Because I just realised I haven't actually put any of your characters on the actual map yet.
Haha.
That's okay.
Which face?
Let's put you...
Yeah, it looks like they were lucky to get in here at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not really surprised at that, are we?
Mm-mm.
No.
was hoping it'd go a little better than what it looked like, but
Still, that was worth it. They were victorious.
Good point.
Mostly.
They got in.
Mm-hmm. That was the big part.
Alright, so what's your marching order at the moment?
I'll be up near the front.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
If
probably
they're starting to go
up there.
into combat areas, Zagrax
Middle
will be
back.
Okay, so I've got Tahko, Zagrax, Elora.
Yeah, put me near the back. Actually, I'll take up the rear guard. I know they're fond of ambushing.
I'll be in front of Vulwin.
Okay. And let me just adjust your sight lines. Right, how far can
Is
you
Irilyssa
see?
taller than Vulwin?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna say because then it'd just be like it just goes down and then up again with height, with Elora in the middle. It doesn't go down nearly as far as it used to.
No.
But-
No, actually,
Elora?
Elora and Irilyssa are the same height now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
how
just
tall?
because-
How tall is Elora now?
Like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, Irilyssa's
Yeah.
6'4" too.
She's like, this is fine. I can be
Yeah,
tall.
we are quite literally a party of behemoths.
Oh wait.
Yeah, and I think I'm
Yeah.
I think I'm short for a furbolg too. So like,
Oh wow!
I mean, you guys are still tall. Like I know you're tall because you're Goliath.
Right? Like I'm wondering why they bothered pulling out their blades when they saw me coming. Because my
Because
figure,
It's the only
my
thing that can
figure, I'd
stop
be
them.
like, oh jeez, it's the biggest Durgar ever coming.
Well,
over."
they can get big,
Yeah,
so
they can get big. It's true.
Oh yeah.
No.
I mean, we really think about imagine us walking out of the shadows like that. It's like just seeing the silhouettes is like enough to terrify anyone.
Good thing I'm not wearing the mask yet.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so you should all be able to see now.
you're
Yes.
So
And yes,
should
you might be able to see stuff on the left, but you as characters can't actually see that yet. But there is somebody waiting at the entrance. And you can see that they are one of the Knights of the Black Sword. Black Swords. And got the amulets on. hand on weapon, kind of warily watching as you approach, and offers you a little bit of a thin smile. You can see that he's got a bandage just over the top of his forehead right now, and also one of his biceps has a similar bandage, a little bit bloodied. Clearly these have been in big fighting. Behind him, through the now unbarred entrance, you see what looks to be a barricade of various bits of furniture, chairs, table, smashed up wardrobe with 2 more black swords kind of glance over at you, but then maintain their position and looking westwards along the corridor, the end of which you can't really see from where you are. Ah, you returned. Welcome to Sunblight.
Thank you. Where are we heading?
If you'll follow me, I'll take you to Fell. I suspect you want to see him.
Indeed. Thank you.
All right. And with that, he steps out and makes his way down the corridor. And as you're walking through here, the ambient temperature of this place has definitely risen compared to when you were outside of Sunblight. Even though there wasn't any real sense of like heat escaping, there was no steam or anything like that. But as you look around, the walls, lit as they are from dim braziers and torches hanging on the walls, seem to be moist, like a frost that was constantly being thawed and then frozen as it hit the air and then thawed again. Almost like the walls are sweating. And from
Creepy.
somewhere within, you hear a constant boop, 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 boop. Very, very low, barely perceptible, but definitely audible.
Wow. Okay. That's creepy.
Weird. Okay.
And the guard continues down the corridor, nods to another of the black swords as he passes, and the black sword again gives you a weak smile as you appear, and he leads you into this chamber and then just steps aside, and you see there in the center of this room Fell. And I need to pick up all of the descriptions of these various rooms because we are now back in module mode.
All right.
Module time.
Module mode.
So the rooms that you just passed through, I described. The outer room where the guard waited. This rectangular room has 2 sets of double doors, one to the north and the other to the south. A brazier glowing with hot coals stands in each corner. In the middle of the room is a low stone table, on the top of which is drawn an illustration that looks something like a map.
We should probably go look at that.
Yeah, can you...
Just take a peek as we walk by?
I'm still at the entrance. Any chance you could warp me there?
You just need to move your feet, Tahko. Come on.
Move.
Tahko's like, how do I
You not
move?
your own token?
There we
Uh,
go.
That running really like hurt his leggies.
Yeah, there was no running. There was just falling.
Okay, thank you.
And then, yeah, the table is just here in the center of the room, so technically Elora, you, and Zagrax will be standing on top of it, but I'm too lazy to put a graphic there.
Laura, Zagrax, get off of there! What are you doing?
Sorry.
Just the standard video game logic where you're just walking and the table's just part of it and your character just walks right onto the table.
You're just establishing dominance. Just walk in and stand at the table first thing.
Yep. Yeah, it's one thing I will.
Posing up there.
It's one thing I will say against this map. Like, it has a real lack of detail in terms of tables and furniture.
There's a table there. Okay.
It's there.
Ah,
Ah! All right. It just clipped through.
Ah.
Exactly.
Came flying through the wall.
Laura, the table's on you. Oh no.
animated
ah!
table attacking.
At least
So-
it doesn't have its physics attached to it yet.
As you gather round, curious to see what this thing is, it reveals itself to be a accurate depiction of the 10 towns and its environs. Mounted at the top of a thin iron stand on the table is a 6-inch tall dragon figurine carved out of black crystal. a miniature version of the dragon that you've been chasing around the towns yourselves. As you look down onto the map, you see that there are thin grooves carved from a small icon which is Sunblight Fortress and where you are now and where the dragon itself currently stands. And then grooves which go from Sunblight Citadel to Dugan's Hole, then Dugan's Hole to Goodmead, then Goodmead round to Easthaven and to the rest of the towns in order like that. And you note that there is a small lever on one side of the table that you could pull if you wanted to.
Tempting.
What's
You
the
can't
lever?
just tell me that there's a button without expecting me to push it.
Irilyssa is going to look over at the black sword. What does the lever do?
It makes the dragon move.
Oh.
I'm gonna put my hands on the.
What on the table, right?
Yeah, it's just a little lever.
I'm gonna put
Only
my
the
hands
one-
on like
okay.
the sides of the table and like lean over and like look right into it, looking at all the detail.
Okay.
Wow, this is really fancy. I would have loved to have one of these as a kid.
Tahko, that dragon destroyed the 10 town.
Yeah, now's your
No.
chance to destroy it.
Are there any like? Is it just the towns? Are there any like figurines aside from the dragon?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Well,
Assume no other markings.
pull the
Other than,
lever,
like, sunlight?
see what it does, Tahko.
Actually, I'm going to get in my bag and I'm going to take out my small wooden yawning walrus figurine and I'm going to have it fight the dragon.
Oh
Take
my
that
God.
dragon! Roar.
Is this what we're here for, Tahko?
Just
should've
when I
talked
thought
about-
he'd grown up. Still playing with your dolls.
They're called action figures. 1. 2. I'll pull the lever.
Okay. And as you pull it, the dragon moves smoothly along these grooves in the table, going first from the Sunblight Citadel, moving over to Dugan's Hole, where it pauses for a second, then it moves smoothly up to Goodmead, where again it pauses for a moment, then moves smoothly to Easthaven, where it pauses for a moment, then it moves onwards and around the table, hitting each town in order, pausing at each one before moving on to the next. Then finally, when it pauses for the longest time, so long that you think that it may have stopped at Bryn Shander, it then moves again, sliding smoothly down to Sunblight Citadel, where it clicks, rotates, and then falls still.
Okay. As it starts moving, I'm going to keep talking. Clearly, I'm not the only one that likes action figures. Just saying. This one's really impressive.
And the details is really good. Like, although the terrain of the world is just kind of drawn on with a real artist's eye from bird's eye perspective, the symbol for each of the towns is one of the landmarks of the town. So for Bryn Shander, you see a very, very thin like wall that goes around it, and in the centre of it is the speaker's house. For Caerconing, the ruins of the castle on one side. For Easthaven, it's the docks that lead out into the lake where the fishing fleets are. And each of the towns has a similar landmark that denotes what town it is.
For Dugan's Hole, it's a smoking crater of death.
For Dugan's Hole, it's the Ring of Stones.
Oh, okay.
Ha! A landmark that's not even in the town. It's more important than the town.
Right?
It's true.
Well, at least we know that it was following a planned order.
And as far as you can
Yeah.
insinuate, that is exactly the order that it followed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means it's back here.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Somewhere.
Well, we can ask.
Unless pulling this
No,
lever
that'd
just
be
sent
dumb.
it, unless pulling this lever just sent it back out again.
I
It
really,
could be.
really, really,
I
really
really hope not.
Ah, the
Let's
big bastard's
go-
definitely here.
Oh,
Yeah?
it's
We
here.
heard it
You've
go
seen
down.
it.
That's it.
Hmm.
It's not defeated.
Great.
I would assume not, if it's still moving around.
Ugh.
All right, well, let's go bust it up.
Well,
It's
before
inside
you
the
do
building,
that,
which means it's not.
Fell probably wants a word with you. You can find him in that room behind me.
Oh,
Just
okay.
waiting for you to be done, Tahko.
If it's in the building, it can't fly around.
You say that.
It blew out of it.
Walk in the room.
And say if Zagrax just sitting there like ready to go, like come on, give me the dragon, come on, bonk it, come on.
I want to bonk it.
Finally, bonk it.
Yeah, love
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I'd like to end this.
Sorry, I'm just going to see if I can give control of the token for Swift Runner to you, Tahko.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know how to do that without giving you the full control.
Oh.
You somehow gave me
Yeah, but you could see
Oh.
Danica's stats, couldn't you?
no.
You could make
Oh.
a just a token of it and not have it be tethered to a sheet and give me that token.
True, but I think I can do it. It can be edited and controlled by, there we go, Tahko, but without being in your journal.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you should be able to
that'll do
move.
it. I can affect the health though,
That's
which
fine.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
This is why she didn't die.
yeah, no kidding.
Okay, cool. So as you enter this chamber, braziers heaped with glowing hot coals heat this chamber, which contains a large stone bed covered with soot-stained furs. Its head against the north wall, a shallow niche above the bed is in a bas relief of a giant, scowling Duragar clenching its teeth. At the foot of the bed is a flat-topped iron trunk sealed with a bulky padlock. A stone door is set into the western wall. And standing just before the bed with two of the fellow black swords is Fell. His fingers templed as he watches you enter the room, though he had been kind of watching you from the shadows around the table.
Great.
Yeah.
So you have
In the dark,
returned.
watching us play with the table.
Yes. It took a while. The dragon did a lot of damage to the town, but
We ended up clashing with it a few times,
we
and
tried to take it out.
But I see that you still live, so is this true of the towns as well?
For the most part.
Dragon
yeah,
Bolt is gone.
Unfortunate. Any of the others? East
I
Haven,
think they're
Caer Dineval.
Unfortunately,
Bruised.
we didn't make it to either one of those. But
Yeah.
if Cadinval was anything like Goodmead, the fact that they had the stone structure there, they stayed in there. They should be more than all right. But Bryn Shander got hit hard.
That is unfortunate, as it was the bastion that the 10 towns always fell back to in times of strife.
right.
But by the fact that you have returned here, I can take solace in the fact that the towns must still stand.
hmm
But it does concern me that the dragon itself has returned here but a few hours ago.
Only a few
Honestly,
hours ago.
it sounds great to me because if it's landed, if it's not flying, it should be a lot easier to finally destroy. We took some pieces off of it.
Yeah, we took our time getting here, too.
There is a shaft to the east along the corridor, which ends in a pit that goes deep into the bowels of the earth, and it is along this shaft that the dragon has crawled to be far below us, somewhere we cannot see.
Okay.
So what happened here, Will, as we left, or after we left?
As you can see, we have gained entrance of the fortress, our first attack. We lost many in the first hours as we tried to assault the walls. We sent the 2 guides from Targos to try and infiltrate the structure, but I fear that they were caught and killed before they were able to open the gates. Eventually we fought our way to the entrance and smashed them open, only to be found in a small chamber with the portcullis closed before us with no way of lifting it. But before we could be slaughtered there from a hail of rocks and worse from above, it opened and allowed us to walk in.
What is this about a possible civil war you mentioned?
There is one who calls herself Grandolpha, another of the Duragar, who has an interest, shall we see, in seeing the overthrow of Zagrax. At least that is what she claims.
And who is Zagrax?
Zagrax is the king of this fell structure.
Okay.
So he's the one to blame for all of this.
Indeed. The one who must pay for his crimes.
It's R and Zagrax. Z-A-R?
Z-A-R-D-O-R-O-K.
Okay.
Oh. How did I spell
Z-O-R?
Z-O-R. Oh, sorry, yeah, X-O-R. Hang on.
X-O-R.
Hang on. No, I'm talking
What
rubbish.
letter is this? What are in the
Man,
name?
It's your
Really
letters
like
versus
O's.
British letters. There you go, that's how you spell it.
Oh, okay.
X-A-R?
It's Zardork.
Zagrax.
Zardork.
And the other one was...
Yeah, we'll call him that as we fight him.
Zardork Grandolpha. Okay, good. I'm glad I got that one right.
You can find her in her chamber still. It is the forced door on the left as you go eastwards along the corridor.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you need to tell us before we talk to her and then go into some battles?
Not particularly. We do not trust the Duragar, of course, but we are pragmatic. They must have opened the door to us for a reason, even if it is just to fight their own war. We chose to barricade ourselves and position ourselves here to see if reinforcements arrived, particularly when the dragon returned. We had no wish to fight it in its own territory. Whether you can trust this Grandolpha or not, she is a Duragar, remember this.
Okay.
You will have seen the barricade as you came in. That leads to their main barracks, which we do have closed off, so she cannot get reinforcements quite so easily. But these Duragar are sneaky buggers. I'm sure they will find a way. So watch yourselves, even if you do decide to align your interests with hers. And if you don't, we will be here. Our swords are ready. You need but call.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right. And about face.
And with that, I think we will take our break before we go and start exploring this place in earnest.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So,
To the bowels.
we're going to take a 5-minute break. Is that going to be enough? So we'll start again at 36 minutes past the hour. I will go ahead and set up the timer. And we'll see you all in about 5 minutes, everyone.
All right.
All right.
As soon as I find where OBS is, there it is.
Yep.
Two, one. That's there. That's there. Cameras are working. Fantastic. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. So we are currently have just finished talking to Fel, I guess. I mean, if you have any other comments for him or questions or anything like that, then now's your chance.
I'll tell him, good job.
Thank you.
Nope.
Well,
I mean-
which way should we go?
Back
Well, we
towards the
gotta-
barricades.
Or are we talking about talking to that Gandalfa?
No.
Well, Grandolfo can probably give us more information on the Zagrax person, so... Yes?
Yep.
If they're willing to talk.
Have we heard that name before?
Zagrax?
I
don't
think I
know.
would have remembered.
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't
I don't think so. No. No, I don't think you have.
Been stabbed by somebody to regard. I didn't even know they spoke anything to us.
I think you've heard two names, neither of which was Zagrax. Though I think you have mentioned... that would be giving too much away. No. Short answer, no.
Short answer.
Okay.
no.
Am I remembering this wrong? When we met the one Duragar in the... Where was that? The place where we fought the ooze that could mind control us?
Hmm.
What was that one's name?
I don't know.
You're trying to pull some deep lore, and I don't know.
I'm pulling at strings right now.
Did I even write
Ronald.
it down?
No. You didn't.
Guessing.
Don't know.
Never mind.
Consult my
Don't...
NPC name list. I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be a long list now. We've gone through a lot.
Yeah, I've not written down a chunk of them, honestly.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Back
his
this
name is
way?
Zagrax. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Well, first we
Zordon,
need to
got
find
it.
Gandalfa.
We're looking for
So,
Zordon
yeah,
and
I'll-
Gandalf.
All right, I'll go down to the barricade and say, "Are the peaceful Duragar through here?"
These are the barracks. You wouldn't want to rile them, though. If you want to talk to Gandalfa, she's back the other way.
Oh, all right, thank you.
He kind of points you down the corridor. Just keep going that way. Not the first left, but the one after. Can't miss it. It's
Okay.
big doors.
The second left.
Wow, Zagrax, you're in a rush.
I'm just
those.
following. Hello.
Olin hasn't moved for me.
Yeah, well, that's because I haven't moved. I didn't realize we were moving. I had,
Everybody
This one, right?
yeah.
Come on,
Down
Olin.
here.
She said not the first left, but she did say big doors, so I'm guessing it's this one.
Yeah, the left
It's
after
the one that
first
you
left.
and White Swift Runner are standing at. Back.
Wait.
Oh,
This one?
this one. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one
one.
was
You're
going
going
to
too
Fel.
far.
The second one was them.
Whoa.
There you go.
Oh,
Everybody's
this
going
is-
all over the place. Where's everybody going?
Okay, so
Hallways made of ice.
from where you are standing, there is
Yes.
the doorway to the left, which is the big double doors there. Behind that, so to the south, you can see a very solid looking portcullis blocking the entrance. And that room, like most of this fortress so far, has torches and braziers dotted around, giving you dim light in this place. But in that, completely dark.
Let's just moving back and forth, trying to see what she can see in there.
Okay, so yeah, Irilyssa,
Same.
as you come up to the iron bars, you are able to look around. You can see up, and as far as you can tell, no ceiling. It just goes up, and then dropping your eyes down, you look down, and there is a slight light. Actually, with how far you can see, yes, you can see down, at least with the angle that you've got, that there is a source of illumination coming from down there, and then also a source of illumination coming from somewhere above, about 100 feet in either direction. So 100 feet up, 100 feet down. The other thing that you... Well, give me a perception check. Let's see exactly what you find from this.
Go. Nothing.
Dark.
Yeah, it's a long way up, it's a long way down. It's dark.
And I'm With these rolls, I'm really glad we're not fighting things yet.
Yeah, the main thing that you get from this room is that you can't see the roof up above and you can't see the floor down below.
Just a long tunnel.
Yep.
If anyone else wants to have a look, they are welcome to try. Oh, Cam's
I'll
frozen.
see in the dark.
No.
Uh,
I mean,
I see
Zagrax
nothing.
is attempting to, but it's more of like try not to get in the way of Irilyssa.
All right,
Yeah, I'll take
Zagrax,
your
go
word
ahead and give me a
for it.
perception check. I usually let two people do this.
Here we go. Hiya! Nice.
You're falling somehow.
Zagrax,
Wow.
the torches in this room have gone out.
Man, they should really light the torches in there. It's really dark and you can't see anything in there. Huh.
why not just light your own torch?
We should just knock on this door right here.
Oh yeah, we're here for the.
This
Yep.
one right here.
Knock on the
Well,
door.
what are you waiting for? You're up front.
I'll knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Just open the door.
No.
That's rude.
Come
I'll
in!
just lean over. I'll just lean over Irilyssa.
We're at an enemy fortress, so you're talking about being rude.
Okay, I'll open the door. Hello?
And as you look inside, 3 braziers heaped with glowing hot coals illuminate and heat this long hall. At the eastern end is a hexagonal stone table surrounded by 6 stone chairs. Seated in the chair facing the door is a haggard old Duergar with black hair streaked with ribbons of white and fingernails like shards of iron. She is devouring a hearty buffet of cooked meat, mushrooms, and strange underdark fare. Lurking next to her is a small mechanical dragon made out of a shiny black substance. Hunched over the hot stove on the west side of the room are 3 Duergar cooks. At the sight of you, they drop their utensils and reach for their weapons, but the old Duergar says something that keeps them at bay. And who would recognise this? Elora, Irilyssa, and Vulwin. You would recognise this as Dwarvish, and she basically just says, "Relax. I think these are here just to talk." And at her words, they do indeed relax. And while they still have their hands hovering around their weapons, and their eyes never leave you, they don't immediately draw them. Please, come in. I would imagine that
thank
you're
you.
here to talk.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're just here to talk.
Well, I'm
We'll stand up.
pleased to see that we're all being homely and hospitable. Join me for our dinner, if you would. My cooks aren't the greatest, but it's edible.
I'd be
What do
honored.
cooks look like when she says that?
It's
Little
like they didn't even
go.
hear her.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a thing about being invited to dinner tables of guests I don't know.
I'd love to eat.
Too right. Forgive me. My name is Grandolpha Musgart.
I'm Tahko, and what's that thing? I point to one of the food items.
That right there, that's the best bit of all of this, is roasted intellect of a true delicacy of the Underdark below us. Gotta try it to believe it.
A what now?
Intellect
Intellect
Devour.
Devourer.
I know what
Zagrax,
that
come eat
is.
some of this.
No, don't let Zagrax eat any of that.
No,
Okay,
if
first
anybody
of all,
could use
no,
extra
and second of
intellect,
all,
it's
ow.
Zagrax.
I'm gonna lean over to your list like they made a soup out of taco.
I'll try
Uh,
some. Yeah, no.
Okay, so yeah, you pluck a little piece off, taking a fork and just stabbing it into it. It has a very gelatinous, almost jelly-like texture, but you take a bite, and it does have more of a steaky kind of flavour to it, even though it is a little bit gelatinous in your mouth, and it kind of mushes very quickly. It's like a very, very tender meat. And while there is a thin layer of ash around the morsel itself, it's not bad. It has a bit more of a fiery taste than you perhaps would expect, but yeah.
Nice after flavor. Has a bit of a lutefisk texture, but not bad. Not bad.
What
Yeah.
is this? Lutefisk?
fermented fish.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Haven't tried that one. Might have to add it to the menu.
I know that I'm the one who doesn't have the best eyes in the group here, but what is that?
As he points to, the mechanical dragon.
It's a dragon.
What is that? Do you have a name?
Yeah, no crap, it's a dragon, but why is it small and...
Would you rather it be?
This was a gift to me from Zagrax. I call her a dragonette. She's a wee version of the bigger one downstairs.
Oh.
Does it move?
Oh, of course it does. And as she kind of lifts her hand, the dragon flutters over and just lands in the palm of her hand.
Wait, how big is this
How
thing?
does it move? My name's Elora, by the way. Nice to meet you. How does it move on its own?
It's
If
got
it's
wings.
Vulwin like kind of like head nods to that, like, yep.
Yep.
Never mind.
It's got wings. It beats them. It flies.
Does it have like? How is it running though? Or flying? I know it
I
has
don't know.
wings, but what makes
I'm
it
not an
fly?
artificer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Does it affect your mind when you touch it, like the other one does?
I'd hope not. Sitting here in my palm right now. Anyway, are you going to be really rude and keep standing there, or are you going to join me for a meal?
No, I'll join you.
All right. And she just offers various seats around.
Oh yeah, we're figurines. I forgot.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
Well, there's no table, so it works out.
That's fine. I mean, it said that she's... Okay, you know what? I'm going to put a table down, because this has a distinct lack of table implements.
Right?
Surround her. Let's not stab her.
I was doing theater of the mind, and so was the game, so it worked out.
Yeah.
Right, there's the table. Because she was sitting at the head of it, looking towards the door.
Where's the table?
There's a table.
Oh, did I put it? Wrong layer.
Oh, wow.
Table.
Okay.
Okay, I'll sit here.
No, I'm sitting down.
As
Get out of here.
everybody goes to the same spot.
The table just appears in front of me. I didn't have to move. Look at that.
And you spend a moment just trying the different things. And as I kind of described to Tahko, it's all right. It's not made by like gourmet chef, but it's perfectly palatable, and there's definitely, you get the impression that this is higher end food that maybe like nobles would get. Although pretty much all of this, with a couple of exceptions, is unknown to you, and they definitely have a bit of a preference for spice and a bit of fire to their food. So it definitely has a little bit of an extra oomph to it, which they may consider flavor, but for those of you not used to spicy food, is pretty hot.
Yeah, the more you
Imagine,
eat,
like,
the more it just
after
builds
a
up that
few
bone.
things, Irilyssa has like this blush of pink underneath her white tail.
We've also got a little bit of Muscat brew from my own home. You're welcome to sample a piece. And she gets a jug and just starts filling a couple of goblets that are on the table in front of her and pushes them out towards you all.
Well, thank you.
Jen's up.
Well, okay.
She takes a swig.
Sure. I'll take
Same.
this.
Constitution save for those of you
Yeah.
who drink.
I was kind of like, so what is this? As I'm like, just like, I've got like so much saliva from the heat of everything being eaten.
Heck yeah.
Really horribly.
Oh, I nailed it.
I say, Zagrax is just taking it slow with everything, like a bite here, a bite there, like freaking old Duragar. I'm not like eating a whole lot of anything.
All right,
Yeah, I
so
saw Tahko live.
Of course.
Irilyssa,
Are we sure that the rolls are rolls this time? Because I feel like half of them have been ones.
This
have
is
been a lot
pretty
of ones.
on. This is on point though for.
For us?
We stored them up from last week. All right, so.
Oh, man.
Zagrax, are you drinking?
No, it's like the last couple of times he drank, it's not been good. So it's like to take it and like slowly, and then watch everybody else to see how it goes before doing anything.
Well,
It's
it's like,
get up towards
Vulwin,
his
Vulwin
lips,
lifts
but
it up
doesn't
as
drink
like,
any.
so what is this? We got a fortress to clear.
Before that, so Irilyssa, it's vile. This is probably one of the worst drinks you've ever had. And you immediately just like take a sip and you're like, nope, not good. Elora, you take a sip. It is vile, but you're able to stomach it and you don't pull quite such a bad face. Tahko, you take a sip and immediately just go as you basically have to force down vomit, and you can feel that like acidic flavor in your mouth where a little bit definitely did come right back up again. And you're basically having to force your mouth shut to stop anything coming out, so bear that in mind. And you look over and Swift Runner has had pretty much the same reaction as you, though not as bad. She's like,
Well, unique.
that's bloody good, isn't it? It's one of our specialities. Something I'm hoping to introduce here to Sunblight a little bit more frequently. Maybe establish a couple of trades or something like that.
So you are interested in establishing some sort of trade with the rest of the towns?
I myself have absolutely zero interest in the 10 towns. My interests are to get my clan from down there in the Underdark, where we're prisoners to the tunnels, and bring them up here, especially now that you seem to have lost the bright ball of fire in the sky.
Oh,
Now, I know that Zagrax is a little bit more belligerent and has rather more grandiose plans. I don't. I just want a place to live.
I see.
That's fair. Though,
Zagrax.
sorry, Elora, you go ahead.
No. Sorry. We're all like we're trying to like get our bearings from the drink.
After like Zagrax picks up and seeing everybody's reaction, just kind of like slowly puts it back down and like just grabs another little thing of food and just kind of munches on that.
Yeah, the food as a like as an opposite is it's palatable. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's hot, but it's palatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll see Zagrax eating and just start shoving food in my face like.
You go first, Irilyssa. Sorry.
Yes, forgive me, I did not introduce myself. I am Irilyssa Zenriel. I am the High Priestess of the House of Guiding Light in Good Mead.
Good mead. Ah, yeah, I know it
Yes.
from the map.
Bees. I will be honest, we are working towards restoring the sun and ending this winter.
You can certainly try. From what I understand, there's a god doing it, though, and I'm not one to stand against the gods myself.
Well, I have a feeling my goddess is a fair bit more powerful than this god.
You sound like Zagrax. My god's bigger than your god. Yeah, they just fight up there, down there, or wherever the hell they are. Gods will be gods. Our own fate's left to us.
I agree, we make our own fates.
Yeah.
Well, the fate I'd like to make for my own people is to just have a place here to live. I know that Zagrax, as I said, has more ambitions, but that's just going to draw the ire of everyone around here onto him. And that's only going to end badly. We can see it already from the attack that's happened here. Not the most powerful, not the most potent, obviously, but it allowed us to make a bit of dialogue. But where this lot have come, I'm sure there will be more. You surfacers. There's too many of you.
Well, without relying on presumptions, what did you say his plans were exactly? We've seen some things that have happened across the 10 towns. Those his plans?
His plans are to burn everything and take it over for himself and his people.
Oh, wow.
Replace you, wholesale.
I'm not surprised.
Why?
Doesn't seem to be in line with what he's working with the Maiden of Winter, isn't he? We've spoken to her, and she wants to freeze the place solid.
Maiden of Winter. No,
Don't we?
he
No,
subscribes
that-
to
Asmodeus, right?
Hey, Elora!
She doesn't seem to have heard. She just keeps going Deep Dwara. I'm pretty sure he's after Deep Dwara.
Deep door?
Deep Dwara.
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Who
Your
is
religion
that?
check.
Oh.
The two clerics
Yeah,
give me a religion check.
A 9.
Nope.
Oh, I got so close with that spelling.
Not enough
Nailed
armor.
Aren't you
You're
guys
so
the deep
bad at
aware?
religion.
Taco's just like, hey, I think... This drink's really getting us.
Oh, the deep dweller. Okay. That's okay. All right. Okay. I know what it is now. I got you. Thanks. It's good.
I've never heard of this. Could you give us like a basic rundown of who this is?
And she kind of eyes you up a moment. Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
No.
If you really want instructions on who Deep Dwyer are, then go and speak to Zagrax. I'm sure he'd be willing to proselytize to you. For myself, I'm more interested in my people than the gods. Let's keep it to that. So, do you agree? Zagrax gotta die.
It sounds like it.
No, wait a minute. Zagrax gave you this fancy little dragon.
Yeah.
Why do you want to kill him?
I see him being a bit of a danger to my people. Now, of course, I should warn you, if this makes it out of this chamber, we will hunt you down and kill you yourselves. I'm not going to have that being besmirching my own good name. After all, I'm his betrothed.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, so you don't want... You could just get a divorce, you know.
Not sure you can get a divorce when you're not actually married.
Oh, you could just call off the marriage.
Why would I do that? The way I see it here is you go and attack Zagrax. You fight. He wins. I get married. You win. I get the castle.
Oh.
Either way, Grandolpha wins.
Why don't you just get married to him and then kill him?
Who's to say that wouldn't happen? Accidents do happen after all. But I'm merely proposing that you be that accident.
Works for us.
Maybe...
We are
you
pretty
just
We
good
are
at
want-
rather
that.
accident prone.
Is that supposed to be a good thing? Do you think you can actually kill him?
You're within blocking range.
I mean,
What do you
if
got?
he's easier than the dragon, then yeah.
Well, he
If
made
he's
the
that
dragon.
powerful.
The dragon's most likely down there with him.
Oh,
You couldn't
boy.
even kill the dragon. I don't really see you've got much hope.
We
I mean-
got close. I don't know if we got close.
It was
Can
falling
he
apart.
It was making noises when it left.
Can Zardarok fly?
You can get pretty big.
But can
One
he
of the good
fly?
things about him.
Easier. Bonking.
If he can't fly, I think we'll be all right.
Oh, I haven't seen him do that.
All right. We got a decent chance then.
All right, then.
Do you know of a weakness of this dragon?
Or the Zardarok.
Or
Personally,
Zardarok?
no.
Does he really like this drink?
I'm sure he'll become partial to it in time. With enough persuasion.
Yeah. Well, I know I have a weakness for it.
I'm glad to hear that. Maybe we can make some kind of bargain.
I'm sure the towns would love to trade. If you know,
You weren't
we are
really
not
listening.
I
She
doubt
said
they
she
have
didn't
anything
care
I
about
want.
the doubts.
I don't know. You should try mead.
Mead.
Yes, it's made from the vomit of insects, and it's delicious.
You're trying to sell me vomit?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No, it's indescribably delicious.
She says something again in Dwarvish to the three behind her. And those again who can speak Dwarvish basically just get, these surface dwellers, they'll eat anything.
well, I think we have a common enemy, so
Irilyssa will say in Dwarvish, "Don't knock it till you try it."
And up until now, she's kind of looked on you all a little, not necessarily with disdain, but definitely down her nose. But now she kind of lowers her head a little bit and seems to take more interest in you, Irilyssa. So, do you think you can kill him?
I mean, I've never met the guy, but I can kill a lot of folks. Is there any special advantage you can give us? Secret doors, place he's most likely to be.
A map of this place would be great.
I haven't
Yeah.
gone below too often, except to my bedchamber and back again. I prefer the settings up here for myself. But what I do know is that I've been sprinkling my own people and persuading some of his to see the error of Zardarok's ways. And there'll be a couple of them down there that might be able to give you assistance, or at least stand aside if you do decide to get into a bit of a barney.
All right. Is there some kind of phrase or code to let them know, or to know who not to kill?
The word we've been using to identify ourselves is Dragonet, which he says in Dwarven.
Ah.
And then if they understand what you're talking about, then they'll respond, again in Dwarven, with the dark sun above.
dark sun above. Wait, what was the first part? I'm sorry.
Dragonet.
She'll say in Dwarven. Dragonet. Okay.
Now bear in mind, if there are any of the others around, they're more likely to just stand aside and be quiet. They won't join in the fights. Unless it looks like you're losing, in which case all bets are off.
All right. Okay.
We're a people of competition. If it looks like you're on the losing side, you're pretty much dead.
So your people and his people aren't the same people, except perhaps they are once you get married. But you're not from here?
No. I'm from a faraway hold called Musgart. A clan from within. One of the brewers. The baby you've been drinking is one of ours.
Oh. Is it underground?
course.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, but like deep or near the surface?
Far enough.
Neat.
Like,
Never been super deep.
No.
Well, I could get into an entire discussion on philosophy on exactly what deep is. But I'm getting tired of your company, so bug off and go kill the bastard.
Okay.
I can see why he wants to marry you.
It's from
All
a
right,
sense of
then.
humour.
We're here to kill the dragon. We'll assure that much.
Kill it, fine. As long as you don't kill this little one here. Now get lost.
We'll see.
Okay. I'll leave. Thank
Yep.
you. Thanks for the food, Elora will say in Florida.
And she grabs another, like, chicken drumstick-like thing, takes a bite and just kind of waves it in your direction. And as you leave, one of the cooks ambles over and then shuts the door behind you.
Once the door's closed. If we ever end up having to kill her, I totally call dibs on her dragon thingy.
No.
Wow. Maybe don't say that right outside the
Maybe-
door.
we're
And as
not
you're
going to
leaving,
kill
sorry,
her.
one thing I did want to say as a parting shot. As you're
Yeah,
leaving,
okay. Door
Open the door
closed.
back up. Just say something. Oh, by the way.
it's not related to that. I'm just reading my own notes because I'm being silly. Remember, I control the exit. If any word of this conversation makes it to Zagrax, you won't make it out alive.
Don't worry, I'm
Yeah,
good with
let's
secrets.
just stay friends.
Or at least not enemies.
Yeah.
An enemy of my enemy is my friend. Irilyssa will reply in Dwarvish.
You just kind of hear a snort from behind you.
I love that Irilyssa knows all these phrases in Dwarf.
Right?
He speaks Dwarvish!
I know, but you're using like idioms.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, that's studied Dwarvish right there.
Mm-hmm.
I probably
You're
got
listening.
enemy friend out of that.
Where and
Irilyssa knows 5 languages, okay?
Yeah.
No.
And with that, the door shuts behind you.
Okay.
And then my previous comment.
Anybody
comes
know
out.
which way we need to go?
Nope. We
Oh.
could ask Fel.
Yeah, I think Fel said we needed to head down the hole deeper into this place.
Yeah, into the
Yeah.
bowels.
I don't like any of this.
Where's the hole?
Yeah, which
never
way is
liked
the
much
hole?
Well, why don't we go back and find out?
All right.
I'm so
I
glad
don't
that
like
came from
the idea.
Zagrax.
Where's the hole?
Yeah. Look,
Hey,
I don't like doing
Here
the
we
bidding of
go.
others.
Ah!
Ah, you have returned. And what was your idea? We'll just say that you're there already. And what did you glean from Grandolpha?
Where people make disgusting beverages.
Exactly.
Yes, I perhaps should have warned you of this.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been
Where's the
nice.
hole? Where's the hole? Where's the way out of here?
Into
Where's the
here.
way-
Into
In.
here, you know what I mean?
You could go down the shaft, but that would be unadvisable. Or you could simply take the moving platform that goes between levels, going up and also down.
That sounds nice.
Like,
This is why we came back to ask.
Where's that?
Yeah, you want to have somebody take us there?
Yes.
Thank
He
you.
will guide you, and kind of points at the guy standing outside. There are 2 ways. There is the one to the east and the one to the west. Beyond this I do not know, we have not traversed them.
Okay. East is fine.
East? Well, we're going to have to go a bit further then. As the guide
Whichever way.
heads out again.
All right.
is the west one towards the barrack? Past
No, the
barracks?
west one's just in that room straight down here. Just, it's in there.
Oh,
It's nice and close.
Well, we could just go there.
Yeah, but they won't be expecting us to come from the east.
Are you sure?
Nope.
This is their home.
Yeah.
They're expecting people to be here, I'm sure.
Well, actually, Grandolpha seems to have a pretty tight lock on this floor. I'm not even sure anyone knows we're here.
Oh,
We haven't had anyone coming in
Well-
from up or down. Part of the reason we didn't want to attack anything, because we didn't want to wake the hornet's nest while we had this weird peace going on.
So it's Grandolpha that you fought against and ultimately just decided to let you in?
Either that or Zagrax had some guards. We killed those guards, then Grandolpha let us in. Seems more likely.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, then West works.
This way then?
All right.
Oh, I went through a wall.
I'm seeing a lot of little tokens jitter around, but is this it?
Scoot.
All right, let's go over a few things.
here.
One, we're here to kill the dragon. Whatever else happens, happens.
We're
Two,
going.
he looks at you like, yes.
We're going deep in the bowels, but we're not taking the shaft.
Correct.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it's really a rule, but
What was
remember the
number two?
passphrase.
Oh, yeah.
It was something like Dargargrak.
It's Dragonette.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Dragonette.
Dragonette.
Said a little differently.
Yeah, probably one of you guys who can speak Dwarvish should probably,
Probably.
talk to him.
It's just one word. How hard could it be?
I'm making sure we all remember it right now. That's
Yeah.
why.
And just for those of you who do speak Dwarvish, this is a very weird dialect. Like, it's understandable, but just...
Yeah. Elora's like at the edge of her brain now because she's like, "What's your order?"
In fact, I probably should have got you to do an intelligence check to see if you could understand this dialect, but yeah.
Yeah.
And they should say something about the dark sun. If I remember correctly.
I mean, they'll mumble something either way. I'll just see if they stab me.
Ugh.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, if we could separate it off to yell that out too, right?
I know we're here to kill the dragon, but we should probably get rid of that Zagrax guy too if we can.
If he's the maker of the dragon, yes.
Yeah, because he could just make another one.
Yeah.
I
He
assume.
wants to kill all of the surface.
My assumption is that anybody here could make another one.
Yeah. I mean, genocide sounds like a fair option.
No.
I'm saying we fight who we have to fight
Yes.
Yeah.
to make sure that we make it out of here alive.
Yeah. I mean, it's kill or be killed, right?
Yes, and let's try not to make that happen to us.
Yep.
Okay. I guess we can go.
Yeah.
So while you've been standing there talking, you could hear from below a ka-ching, 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 getting louder and louder, and out of the... you can't really see anything down there because it's completely dark and there's something in the way, but after a couple of moments you see a platform rising up to your level.
I hope this thing's faster going down.
Oh, right.
I don't.
When the platform thing arrives, it's going to go up first, and then it'll go down. So if you want to clear up whatever's up there, you can do that now. Otherwise, you've got to wait for it to come back again.
Oh, great. Okay. Why? All right. Whatever. I don't really care. Mechanics or something.
And as you wait, this metal cage comes into view, slowly juddering up, pulled by a set of chains that are connected to the four corners. It's about 10 foot by 10 foot. So 4 of you would be able to get onto this thing at a time. And once it reaches roughly level with this floor, something clicks from above and then just stays there.
Right, I'll hop on.
All right, let's go it up then.
Yeah.
Who's staying behind?
Okay, I'll stay with you.
I'm gonna
Wait, just
bounce
give
a
me your
little bit,
lantern.
test it out. See how it handles the weight. Jostle it a little.
You jostle it, and it's
sturdy
actually
this
surprisingly sturdy. It sways a little bit, but barely moves.
All right.
Okay, Zagrax is gonna walk up to Elora.
Just give me your lantern and get in the lantern, then we can all go up.
Oh, good point. I'll get in.
Vulwin looks around and there's Swift Runner and is like, not sure the numbers work.
Come on.
Yeah,
No,
true.
wedge in. We can wedge it.
I'll
Can
get
we-
in
can we
my
get it?
lantern
Yeah,
and hand it.
The rest of you can get on the thing, although Swift Runner can't. But I'll stay here. I don't know why I'm suddenly Irish. I'll stay here. I'll keep an eye and make sure nothing happens. I'm a bit bigger.
I'll just hold Zagrax above my head, and then you can hop in.
It'll come back down again. I'll get on it then. Have
All
fun.
right. Well,
We'll go.
we're gonna be
Yeah.
killing stuff up there. So, all right.
I'll get the next one.
Oh,
All right. See you later.
And with that, Elora, I'm going to have a word with you.
oh, okay.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Yay!
Immediately in trouble.
Okay, so you into the lantern and are about to throw yourself down on the cushions which you have there, but before you do, you realise there's someone sitting on those cushions. It's Idwash.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hello.
Long time no see.
It has been a while. I am agreeing with you in this.
Yeah.
Forgive me intrusion. I know that this is a place you would consider a bit more of a home, but I was curious about this place, and this lantern gives a good view.
Oh, no, that's fair. It's your lantern. You're free to be here, since it's yours.
I have been feeling the presence of something quite powerful nearby. I was curious to see what it was.
Do you think it's the dragon?
No, I have felt its presence before. This is something different, though no less big. Perhaps.
Oh. What? Have I felt anything like that before?
Like what?
I mean, the same, big, powerful...
Nope.
What does she mean? She doesn't mean, have I seen it before?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That's probably a no, then. Oh, 15.
No, but there is something about the dum-dum, dum-dum, that unsettles you.
Okay.
Like with the glistening walls of this place, and kind of the feeling that this building might be sweating, and then what sounds remarkably like a heartbeat. Like, is this place alive?
Mm-hmm. Is it the place itself that you're sensing?
I do not know. It is definitely connected to this place in some way. But if it is actually the building, this seems unlikely.
Yeah, it's a strange building. It's moist in here. And there's heartbeat, a thudding noise?
Yes, and it is this moist that you speak of that is of interest to me. This is a castle that is high up in the mountains. It is very cold, so why are the walls wet?
Yeah, it's strange. But maybe in our conquest to get rid of the dragon, we'll figure it out?
It is possible. I would ask of you two things.
Okay.
The first, when we met first time in person, you remember this in the cave?
Yes.
Do you remember I said that I was a prisoner of that place?
Yes, I do.
And it would require something of great power to break those bonds and free me and release me.
Yes. I mean, I've been keeping an eye out for something powerful, but I don't think I've seen anything like that thus far.
There is something about this place that makes me think that maybe you find it here.
Really? Okay, I'll definitely keep an eye out then.
Okay. Well, I have taken enough of your time and I grow weary keeping this connection.
Wait, did you only want to ask one thing? I thought you said two. Maybe I heard him wrong.
Well, the second thing was to keep an eye out in this place.
Oh, okay.
I apologize if I was not clear.
No, you were clear. It's just a lot has happened in the past few days. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I am sorry. I have been remiss in my manners.
No.
I
No,
will
no,
ask you
never.
what I usually do, because I am interested in your own perceptions in these things. So tell me, Elora, how have you helped?
Well, we tried to help the 10 towns against the dragon that we now know is made of Chardalyn. We went to as many towns as we could, but we couldn't make it to every one. But I think we were successful in helping out good meat, and well, at least partially, because we had the Irilyssa sent the sending spell to warn them. But we went to places, Tourmaline, and Goodmead, and Bryn Shander, and did our best to save lives.
And this
We
is
couldn't defeat the dragon, but we did our best.
and this is definitely to be applauded. I am
Thank you.
especially pleased with the connections you have made in Tourmaline. Sanar is one I have tried to contact myself for many years, but I was never able to make him awake.
Yeah, he mentioned you when we spoke.
This is good.
Mm-hmm. He was very, very helpful. I'm very grateful for him, too.
You can sometimes find friends in the most unlikely of places. This at least is something I have found.
Mm-hmm. With everything that's going on, it seems to be true.
Yes.
So now we're going to try to get rid of the dragon for good, so the town can rebuild safely.
This is good. There is one other thing I'm curious about. Something I have noticed, maybe a bit of a change, but your companion Zagrax.
Yeah. Yes, you did tell me that to look to him if we
Yes.
felt our minds slipping, and that was, I think, a lifesaver?
Good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
I am pleased that my intuition is still here.
Mm-hmm.
But I am still questioning why.
He doesn't seem to know why. A golden dog seemed to have appeared before him, but it left.
A golden dog.
Maybe it was silver.
This means nothing to me.
No. It was seriously, honestly, just a dog. But it left, and it followed. It disappeared, right?
So he is good with animals.
Yeah, and he glows. He glows and has a sort of charm to him when he glows. It seems he has a following now. But he saved me on my death's door, and as he saved me, I saw he had wings on his back.
Wings like a bird.
They were like dragon wings, right?
Yes.
No, like a dragon.
Curious. A dragon that animals like. This is not something I have heard of.
Me neither. But Irilyssa's good with animals. She's a dragonborn.
Maybe it is simply a thing with the born of dragons. I do not know. But I am
Very sure.
curious. I will continue to watch.
I think Zagrax would be okay with that too because he doesn't know.
I am sure you will discover something more soon. Well,
It seems so.
keep on helping. My time here grows short, but there is one thing I should do before I go. And he kind of sprays out his fingers and just waves them a little bit in your direction. Better. And then with that, he just disappears.
Okay. Elora will just wait until she sees that it's like where the elevator, whatever it is, has moved up enough.
Okay. Then let's
get
bring
out.
us back to the general conversation.
Great.
And we're
Yeah.
back.
Hey, welcome back.
Bring back
Hey.
video.
Yeah, I don't think I sold her on honey sales. By
No,
description.
you were like, it's insect vomit. And she was like, I'm sorry.
Excuse me? I was wondering if the insect vomit would make her want to drink more.
Right.
It was a bold,
Yeah.
bold move.
It's a broad
Yep.
strategy. Let's see if it pays
See how
out.
that
How it
pays
pans
off.
out for her.
Jinx.
I haven't even seen that movie, and I know like all the quotes from it.
Mm.
It
It
has
did not
Dodge wrench
age,
and dodge wall.
didn't age perfectly. Let's just say that.
No.
Yeah. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
we're on some kind of climby death contraption.
We're somewhere.
Durgar, kill him!
Yep, that's how I feel.
Okay, so you ride the clattering cage up, and as it leaves the light of that floor that you were on and gets surrounded in just stone, it gets completely dark here, darker than many of you have seen before. And you can feel the enclosing grip of the stone around you, and you are dragged through this for what seems to you like an eternity, particularly for those of you who are a bit more claustrophobic. But eventually, the very tip of the cage breaches the floor, and light comes flooding back in again, dim as it is, but against the darkness that you had just been suffering through for a full minute, it is like the rise of a new sun. And slowly you are brought ka-ching, 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 up out of this thing, and I need to roll to see if those two Durgar even see you. For Pete's sake. Yeah, they definitely do. I just rolled 2 20s.
Okay.
Good for you.
Can you share
The
some of
pendulum
these?
is swinging.
Because
No.
we rolled like 5 ones so far.
I mean, he was rolling ones too.
Yeah, you've supercharged me, so thanks for that.
I hate it here.
Hey, the pendulum swings. Here comes 20s from us too.
Yeah,
True.
The pendulum has
Gosh.
like a blade attached to it.
No,
tonight.
the pendulum hasn't been dropped yet. It's just been being held up at the like the.
Oh,
And
It's
with that,
swinging.
I'm
Jump,
gonna need
jump.
you to roll initiative, please.
All right.
All right.
I'm not ready. Yours
Wait,
is a bit more ready.
make sure to click your
Vulwin's
token
almost
first.
Ready.
Yeah, everybody select your token.
Laura's kind of
Roll initiative.
That was also kind of eh.
Don't forget, Elora's still inside the bottle.
I'm in my bottle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My lantern.
Yep. Once our bodies hit the floor, you'll be like, "Oh, hey, there's something going on."
Bodies.
Yeah.
Floor. Yeah, good.
Mhm.
Wow. So having just got 2 20s, I then didn't roll higher than an 8 in the initiative rolls.
Hey, just because you see it doesn't mean you act fast.
Except for one
We
guy.
roll
So
up,
I
like-
did.
So they turn around and just watch it come up, and they're like, "Wait a minute,
Yeah. And as soon as you guys appear, like, both of them just kind of idly at the same time look over and just see, like, the top of Tahko's head as it appears. And I'm going to say that they get a surprise round because you can't really react to this because you're in a cage and you're locked in it.
Well, we see them as we come up too, right?
Yeah, but I'm still going to give them a surprise round.
Can I say something first?
As they're rushing towards you, sure.
Okay, I'm going to yell out, Jarard!
And you gotta say it. You
Yell
gotta
that
say it
out,
with more
and it doesn't
dwarven.
seem to have any effect. Both of them swell to immense size as they rush towards you. And that's all they can do. Because that takes an action.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm. All right, Vulwin, you're up.
Cool. So how is this contraption set up?
Contrapted.
So you basically have to just stay put effectively, I'm going to say, for another full round while this thing continues to click upwards. Then once it reaches the platform, then it unlocks and then you can get out.
Wonderful. I'm guessing these bars are enough to stab through. I might have a little bit of an okay time.
Yeah, you can stab through it.
Okay, I hear then I hear Tahko mutter what is very loosely sounds like Dragonette in Dwarven, but it's not great. And I'll say the same thing, and then I'll pull out my weapon and stab the one that was rushing toward me.
And as they're rushing towards you, they're also shouting something in Dwarven, which those of you who speak Dwarven understand to be intruders.
Yeah, we're intruding. Yep.
Okay, have your stab.
Yeah, okie dokie. Then, Yeti's Tooth. Oh, no Hunter's Mark.
And I'll say
attacking
20
to hit.
out, you have no problem hitting, but them attacking you, they'll have advantage because you're effectively restrained. 20
Yeah,
hits.
that makes sense. So I kind of reach out because it comes right out of my hand. So it's just like immediately, and they take 9 + 1 piercing damage.
So I'm just throwing it out there too that I got aura protection. So any saving throw, you get a +3.
How far does your aura go?
10 feet.
Everybody inside the cage.
Everybody in the
So I'll
cage.
say a 10 foot within 10 feet, so it's a 10 feet radius.
Nice.
Yeah. So really, what he'll say is, "This cage better hurry up! They're yelling intruder." And do I get a second attack as well?
Yeah.
As long as they don't pull a lever and the cage just stops, they just keep hacking into us.
Oh God!
Don't say that.
They pull out the long spears so they don't have to get
Don't
close.
say that. Sorry, was that a yes, or did you want me to wait for something?
Sorry, give me a second. I'm just adding this aura
Absolutely.
to Zagrax permanently.
Oh yeah, no problem.
He's taking notes about the long spears.
No.
And long spears. Easy.
And just
Target.
for a second here, you're going to lose your vision, but you'll get it back again in a second. Just while I save your default. Wow, things are lagging. Come on.
Yeah, I haven't even seen.
Ah, come on! There we go. Use. Save.
Oh, there it goes. I can't see anything. I'm blind. Wait,
I can still see just fine.
Edit. No, we don't edit that. Don't edit that either. For Pete's sake. Token. Edit the token. There it is. Night vision. 60 feet instead of 5, because it is dimly lit in here.
Hey!
Right. Sorry about that. So yes, 10 damage has been inflicted. Noted.
I'm able to do a second attack. I think there's nothing that's
Nope,
would
go for
prevent
it.
me from that. Okay, then I'm actually going to use bonus action, Hunter's Mark this guy,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack him.
Go for it.
And this time, Hunter's Mark, and it has taken damage. So let's see. Oh, 20 to hit again. And
Yeah, that hits.
weirdly, a very similar roll.
For
So 16 points of damage, 3 of which is cold.
So how do you kill this guy through the bars?
With the Yeti's tooth. No. Really though, I probably catch him with the first stab, and then maybe with like my other open hand, because I'm still just stabbing with the same weapon. I like manage to like reach out, grab a part of him, and then like pull him close and stab him again on that.
Okay, so yeah, you stab him once, which kind of shocks him, and while he's so hesitant, you reach out with the other hand, pull him in close, and then basically stab upwards, going up the ribcage with the second hit.
Yeah, and he's done.
And thankfully this Duragar is the next one to go. He's going to strike at you, Tahko.
Hey,
Cool.
you said it didn't roll higher than an 8.
Except for one guy, I said.
Oh, okay.
And he is going to strike at Tahko. He's big. That's a 12 to hit. No, it's a 12 with advantage.
With it, no, he did not succeed in hitting me.
All right.
Can I hit him?
If you have a reaction that allows you to hit back.
No.
He's not leaving, so no.
Okay.
Irilyssa.
Sacred Flame.
15 does not hit.
It's DC 14.
Yeah, I misread. Oh, for God's sake. Why is this bulking up so much?
If we're doing damage higher than their DCs, we're doing really well.
Dex save. I remember how this works. That's a 1, so no.
Hey, you got
radiant
one!
damage.
15 points of radiant. So you put your hand out, one hand on your amulet, the other one reaching out, and as you do, a flash of silvery light snowballs, cannonballs out of your palm and slams into the Duragar, and he takes it like full into the center of the chest. And he reels away with a growl.
Just say, Dwarvish. We said Dragonet, you dummy!
He does not seem to say anything in return. Does not seem to understand.
Alright. That's my turn.
Tahko.
I can't move or do anything else.
Tahko, okay. I will, I'm still trapped inside this thing, right?
Mhm.
I will, boop him.
Boop
with
away.
a Warhammer. Boop attack. Crit!
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. I cave in his skull.
And how exactly do you cave his skull in through the bars?
With a hammer! No, I'll basically get the
Thank
hammer
you.
through the thing and then boosh!
So with a deep intake of breath, and as the Duragar reels back from the pain, he then leans forwards a little bit, snarling at Irilyssa, and as he does, boosh, straight through the bars, cracking the very top of his skull. His eyes go crossed a little bit, and then he just slumps to the ground face first.
It's fun. Hey, yell more dwarven stuff.
They didn't seem to care.
Well, yeah, but, tell them that everything's good and don't come here or something, because you can talk it.
I'm in my lantern, so I'm not doing anything till we get out of the thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna work.
Or actually, I could pop out outside of the...
Yeah,
It is
you
now
have a
your
free
turn,
pass.
so you can.
You're right,
That's how
never
we can
mind. I'll
sneak
just
through.
pop outside of the
This is how you can sneak
bars,
through anything.
yeah, because it's within 5 feet.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, you pop outside of the bars, and you guys notice that Elora is now back to her normal size, except that her hair is like an electric blue that
Oh,
fades to white at the tips.
oh, cool.
So a
You
gradient.
just hear an eep from Zagrax as you just appear out of nowhere for like a billionth time.
It's like a normal occurrence now, and you're still shocked.
Well, it's even more shocking because it's like super peripheral vision. It'd be like normal peripheral vision, just taller, but now you're back to normal.
Yeah.
So it's
And we're a little on edge.
deep
Yep.
peripheral vision.
Are you back to your original height?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
suddenly a smaller humanoid appears just outside of the bars. You don't immediately recognize them because they've got blue hair, electric blue hair that kind of gradients out to white at the tips.
Wow, that's
Oh my god, what is that?
Oh, it's me. Hi. I
Hi.
was talking to Itawash. Looks like you took care of the Duragar, though.
Watch out,
Yeah.
there's more Duragar coming.
And as you say that, the
Well,
door
They've
here
been yelling intruder.
swings open, and a Duragar that looks like he's in an exoskeleton
What?
mech thing
What?
comes out
What?
and charges
what?
towards you, Elora.
Ah!
His
Duragar.
legs
My
pistoning
reaction-
as
hold
he does.
Advantage.
Hold on.
Yep.
Popping out is a bonus action.
Okay. Well, you hear the swinging of the
Oh wait,
door.
no, he doesn't come till later. Okay, never mind. It's
Yeah, it would
fine.
be after your turn anyway.
Fine.
Unless there was something you wanted to do in your turn. But
No,
from what I
it's
saw, you were just
fine.
standing there talking.
Yeah, she was just talking. It's fine.
Then we
Like,
have
wait,
this
wait,
moment,
please wait. That was only a bonus action.
this moment of drama as this thing comes charging out.
I'm gonna try and use my reaction to disadvantage.
I'm going to say you can't because the bars are in the way and you're using a shield.
Yeah.
You should just grab Elora's feet and like knock her down. So when it goes to swing, then
Rip Elora.
yeah.
Alright, then he gets 2 attacks. So one with that. That is a 10 to hit. And a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. So the first one, on his hands, he's got one which is just a metal claw on one arm, and then the other one is not even an arm, it's just this giant maul. And with the claw, he swings out, and you kind of dodge back, trying to avoid that, straight into the path of the maul, which just clunks you straight into the side, drawing your breath out and doing 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Boy, can I use my reaction
Absolutely.
to push him 30 feet away from me? And then it does 3 psychic damage. Or no, it's only 10 feet away from me. Sorry.
That'll be away, so be there.
Or no, he's not that far. It's 10 feet. I read it wrong. I'm sorry.
That is 10 feet.
Oh, it is 10 feet? Oh, sorry. I can't tell with these tokens.
I wonder if he can turn large size inside his little neck.
And one thing I will mention is you can attack the creature inside the exoskeleton. You need to declare if you do. Just FYI. You will have disadvantage on those attacks because he's armored.
Like,
Is this
get out
something
of
that,
here!
that Elora could use? Could Elora fit inside this exoskeleton?
You don't know.
I don't know how tall dwarves are, to be honest.
Right? Well, I mean, I know I'm not going to fit because I'm closer to being large sized.
Mhm.
Okay.
As it attacks her and she blasts it back, I'm going to say, "Rude. We were having a conversation."
And then the doors to the north also fly open. And... too many layers involved. No, not you. You.
It's like an onion. Oh, jeez. All right, another big guy.
Another guy comes storming out, rushing towards you, Tahko.
Okay.
And another one also
I-
comes rushing out there. Zagrax.
This is.
Cool.
Are we still in the bars, or have they gone down?
hasn't even been a
you are still
turn
in the
yet.
bars right now, yeah.
Okay, good. Perfect.
So Zagrax, what are you doing?
Getting very upset that I'm stuck in a cage.
No, they just went down. You can move around now.
No, the bars are still up. Sorry, I meant up as
Oh.
in closed. At the end of this round, it will
Yeah.
open.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna use my breath weapon.
Okay.
Oh,
It's pretty sure it's still come.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna hit me?
No, the cone that goes
diagonal.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do they need to do?
It is a where'd it go? Dex save DC 13.
Dex save DC 13. Now, is this a spell-like effect?
Yeah, it probably would be.
Cold Dead. Make an attack action on your turn. Replace it with one attack with a 15.
You know, I don't think this is a spell-like attack. No. So, okay.
Oh.
DC 13, Dex save, first one fails, second one succeeds, and the
So-
third one fails.
They take half damage and a pass.
Okay. So, how much damage is that? 11. So you take 11, you take 5, and you take 11. So how does this breath attack look that you're doing here?
Since we instantly kind of swapped up over the whatever the new Treasure Dragon thing is, Zagrax is like probably sitting there like panicking a bit, like I can't get out of the cage, I can't do anything, and then he just like, oh yeah, just like whips around and just opens his mouth super wide, and all of a sudden it's just like small icicles and stuff just flying out all, right past Tahko and Elora, and just blasts all of them with cold.
So yeah, Tahko and Elora, you kind of have to almost step back from the intensity of this cold energy that's just pouring out from Zagrax, engulfing all three of the Duragar, and you can see like crystals of ice starting to form on their armor,
Yeah, I
and their
used to
skin
have
beginning
one
to
of those.
blacken where it gets hit.
Good attack, bright one.
All right. Is there anything
Don't
else?
you start calling me that.
Anything else, Zagrax?
Nope, that is it.
Okie dokie, then the final door here also swings open, and another of the mech suit Duragar appears and also sprints towards Elora.
Are they like just sitting in a freaking box waiting for something to happen, and then they're like, it's my time to shine? Come
Does
running
a
out of the closet.
21 hit.
Yeah.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the claw slams into you as you're still kind of recovering from these doors just bursting open and this thing attacking at you. Does a 14 hit?
No.
However, you're able to duck out of the way as the hammer smashes in just beside you. It hits the edge of the cage jarringly, and although, Tahko, you tested the durability of this thing, it does swing alarmingly at this impact.
Nice.
And as that impact strikes, there's a shudder, and then the cage door opens. And I'm going to say that the door is where Tahko and Zagrax are. It's that side.
Hooray!
Vulwin.
Okay, makes
Can I
sense.
struggle past these guys, or am I sardined in?
You can struggle through. I will say that it's difficult territory for that first pace, because you are sardine.
Fantastic. Yeah. How tall is this cage actually?
10 foot, I think.
Okay.
Fairly sure.
I mean, if you're like, no, you're about as tall as we are. You can't just like slip under our hips along our legs.
No. In fact, what I think I'll end up doing is, if it is generally that high or so, I'm still going to have to move past him. It's still probably going to be difficult terrain. But more cinematically, I actually use the side of the bars to kind of climb up and over Zagrax as I'm stepping over his shoulders, like clambering over top of him.
I will
I
say,
have
if
like-
you give me
That's
an
one of those where-
acrobatics check, you can try and do that, and it won't cost you the difficult terrain.
Oh, sure. I mean, I do have a climb speed now.
You do. In that
What?
case, I don't think you even need an acrobatics check. You just climb over. And
I'll
that
just,
case,
cl-
it's
I'll
not-
just climb
it's
up
not difficult.
Zagrax's back.
Yeah,
I would
it's
say,
not difficult.
right,
Just climb.
when I'm
Yeah.
leaned over, breath attacking everybody, you just climb up on over and up over them, attack stuff.
Yeah, and I'll hop down next to Elora then, like kind of swing around the side of the cage and land there, and then bonus action target the Duragar that's in front of you and then start attacking it.
Okay.
Yeti's
Laura's
too.
like panicking by herself that whole round
Yeah.
too.
You might want to
Hey, guys!
and he's just like Dragonette in Dwarven, whatever that sounds like.
Burn that.
And
Yeah, like I've been saying.
alright,
No
Contact.
perceptible reaction.
that's great. Is the guy in front of me damaged? I don't think he's been attacked yet.
No.
Okay.
He is uninjured.
11 to hit?
11 unfortunately does not hit.
Probably not. Yeah.
So you strike out first, and it just clangs off of the armored exoskeleton.
Okay. We'll give it a second attack.
Go for it.
17 to hit?
17 does hit.
Okay.
You're able to just about get your blade between two of the bars.
I'll take it. So he does 8 piercing damage and 9 overall. So we're gonna get actually, let's see, 17. How much of that is cold? 4 of which is cold.
Okay.
Also,
Six
damn.
damage.
That's a hit.
So yeah, you
Yeah, he's still just wielding just the Yeti's tooth right now.
and yes, you dodge past. You manage to slam your attack into the Duragar. The first one manages to just impale itself into the armor. The second one manages to get through the armor and stabs into him. It hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah,
Anything
you need
else?
to move, Elora.
What did you say?
I said you need to move.
I'm trying.
Yeah, he can't do anything else with the bonus action. Oh, he already did. He's done.
Already did. Yeah, Irilyssa.
I am going to drop a moonbeam on these fools.
Okay.
So I want it centered there.
Give me a second,
Oh,
and I'll
it's
give you
good.
control.
Releasing
I'm also
control.
gonna upcast it to a 3rd level.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Blowing the big spells on the opening gate. I don't know about that. We gotta last all
It's true, they're only
dungeon.
Duragar, they don't have that much HP. But you don't know that.
I
so.
killed one one-handed.
Right. Where is the thing I use for Moonbeam?
Beam!
I killed one with my whole body tied behind a gate.
And it's
After I hit it with a sacred flame.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, I have a...
it's 5 by 5 or 10 by 10.
It's
I think it's 10 by 10. Or bigger.
Is it
Where
radius?
is that?
Diameter? What have we got?
I think it's just 5 by 5, but I'm not sure.
It's force. Oh my god! All of my tabs are not working with me right now.
Yeah, the game is a little sluggish.
It's not having a good day. 5 foot radius, 40 foot high. So yes, 5. We're ping it again where you wanted it. In fact, you can control it. It's there.
Nice. A bubble.
Well, slightly
Oh,
colour, so it's more seeable. That did not really help. Okay, so you put the moonbeam there, and then on their beginning of their turn, they take their saves, right?
Yep.
I don't know how this
And-
works.
Do these guys count as shape changers?
You don't know until their turn, I think.
Hmm.
Con save. Yeah, it's on the first of their turns, so you don't know yet.
Alright.
Tahko.
Quick,
Alright,
kill him
unless you're
before.
moving.
No, that's the annoying turn.
Okay, Tahko.
All right, quick, kill them before they. It's their turn, so you don't change shape. All right, I'll just come up right in between them, and I'll donk this one with my hammer.
Donk away.
All right. Donked.
23 definitely hits.
Excellent.
Killed him.
4 points of damage, so you get a very solid blow in like the chinks between two of bits of his armor. It doesn't seem to go very deep. Like even though it was the chinks of its armor, it's like one of the braced areas, so
Okay.
heat resistance.
Okay. Nope, that's my turn.
Elora.
Okay. Actually, I do have a question. What kind of damage were those Duragar hammerers attacking me with?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Oh! I wish I had asked! Because I have resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. Then
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
you take half.
The power of Itawash gives me half, so I have way more HP than I thought. Hold on, I have this.
That looked interesting too.
What does it
What?
look like when you get hit, then?
I feel like
She
It's
wiggles.
in
Like
my
a
mind
gummy?
how it was going to look was that it would look like Clay was protecting her
Okay.
because of the Dow genie thing. So that's probably what you see.
Okay.
Like
So,
Clay
yeah.
shows up.
When the blows are coming in, like her skin has the texture of clay, so you hear more of a thud rather than a squelch or a crack,
Okay.
like hitting wet
Sorry for
ground.
not asking. I just was like, oh, I don't know why in my head, the little picture I can see of this thing has chainsaws. So,
No.
I don't know why.
It has a claw in one hand, so the claw could have gone either way, but the maul is definitely bludgeoning.
Yeah, okay. That's what it is. Okay, cool. Anyway. Now
And it's
that
your
it's my turn. Gosh.
Where's the icon for these guys? I don't really see.
It's really tiny.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys don't embiggen themselves.
I
If
think...
they did, they'd break their map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's too close. I think I'm just gonna use Mind Sliver on this guy.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything too scary. Oh gosh. Okay, well, that could have been better.
Said.
I need to look something up.
Yeah, this might
Oh.
backfire, but it's okay.
Get my nosebleed.
Might as well try it now.
I'd say, haven't we encountered you using stuff on Durgar before? So this should be interesting.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah,
smashed
Elora
Durgar.
remembers what happened, but it's been a while.
Do. I need more detail. No, I think it would
What?
work. Okay, so DC 14 intelligence.
Yeah?
That's a 0.
Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh.
0?
Um,
See.
0.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, he
Negative.
does take the 2 psychic damage.
Maybe the things they're wearing are safety equipment because they keep hurting themselves. If they have that low of intelligence.
Owie, brain hurty.
Right?
And Elora, as you strike out with this telepathic attack, reaching into its mind and then stabbing, as you usually do, you get this brush with his own psyche, and you just get this intense image of just agony, like absolute agony from this creature.
No.
And as you look at it, you see that his face is just permanently just in a kind of visage. It's just like a constant scream.
Oh, I just feel bad for it now.
Oh.
Okay.
Anything
That's
else?
not good at all.
No, she's just gonna stand there because, you know, it's gonna hit her if she moves.
Okay, then this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
In the back.
No, he's stupid. He's going to go there. And you just get this attack against you. Tahko does a critical 25 hit
No,
and does a 12 hit.
that one doesn't.
So you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as this claw just slams right into your armor, and you can feel a couple of the whatever type of armor it is, chainmail, just the links just buckle and actually get driven into your side with the force of this blow.
Oh, good.
And then it is.
What are you getting hit with?
Claw.
Well,
And
let's
Big
go
Boy
up.
Durgar is going to do war pick attack.
On saving throw.
Does a yes, that is true. And it's a con save, right?
Yep.
12.
That failed.
How much damage do you take?
Depends on whether or not he's a shape
Let me
changer.
see. He takes 12 radiant damage.
Plus 9.
Oh wait,
higher
no.
level,
Plus 9. Yep.
So 21.
21 radiant.
21.
So he just flashes up in silvery light, and his corpse just seems to burn as it shrinks back down to normal size, and just shrivels and blackens with the force of it. And Tahko, you don't take the damage because he's dead. And then the other Durgar is going to do the same thing. So that's also a con save because it's the start of their turn.
So I
That
don't
is-
take that 18 damage?
No, you don't.
Nice.
That is a
Alright.
terrible, terrible 6. So this guy also takes 21 damage, and similarly, just flares up.
They just disintegrate.
Silvery light just flashes around them, and they just burn up.
Nice.
Dang.
Zagrax.
Oh, let me finish.
Moonbeam, yeah. Can't argue with
Get rid of that bot guy.
results.
Okay. Hooray! Freedom! Okay. I'm a bonk the dude who's in the middle of everything right there.
Okay, go for it.
Actually, I lied. I'm gonna try and shield bash first.
Okay, you have advantage because Tahko is flanking.
Hey!
Yep.
24 hits.
24. Yeah. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Can I push him to the ground?
you can certainly try.
Hooray! Athletics.
Yeah. Contested athletics. You got 12. You got an 11. So even though you're trying to shove into this thing, you can hear like the steam bursting out from this contraption that this guy is in as it just takes the pressure from your shield and starts to push back. And you relieve the pressure before he pushes you back.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm now gonna actually just straight bonk him.
Go for it.
23.
Nice.
23 hits.
Yay,
Bonk
advantage.
For 5. Oh, at minimum damage pain.
Only 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
This guy has
One
6 hit points. Sorry.
Ah!
Ha
I hit him again.
Go for it.
No, I don't hit him again.
15 unfortunately does not hit as you slam it into the metal frame of his skeleton and you just hear a clang.
Don't feel too bad. It's significantly more bonking than you've done in the previous fights.
True. And you didn't even have to jump off of any roofs to try and hit them.
This time.
Oh, this guy's going to strike you back because he don't like you. You hurt him.
Yeah.
Does a 20 hit.
Oh, yeah.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as the claw slams into you, and then the hammer rises up over his head, strikes down, but just misses soundly, cracking a little dent into the floor at your feet. Vulwin.
Okay, I'm going to continue to attack the one that's right next to Elora.
Go for it.
All right. Yeti's Tooth. And Colossus Slayer, and let's see what we got. 12 to hit.
12
Probably
unfortunately
missed.
doesn't hit. You miss completely. And you have to kind of hastily pull back before your blow goes wide and hits Elora.
Okay,
Ooh.
give it another shot. 24.
24 hits.
With better rolls.
Okay, and that's all. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
I'm
That's,
pretty sure that's
21
more
damage.
than 1, so you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know, recount it.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna stab out twice with the Yeti's Tooth and miss the first one a little too close to Elora for probably comfort, and then swing back out and stab him. And then he's going to spin around from where Zagrax is, and when he does that, he's gonna reach down and pull out the dwarven short sword, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack the one in front of me.
Go for it.
No hunter's mark. And this guy been damaged?
Yes. Yes, he has.
I'll say no because it doesn't matter because it only affects once per turn. So 19.
19 hits.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm gonna re-roll that piercing damage because I can do that once per turn.
Lucky.
How do I do that? Let's just re-roll that. Okay, one point more of damage. There you
6. Hit something.
Hey, that would
I'll
have
take
would've killed the other guy,
Yeah.
go. Yeah. So 6 points of piercing.
So you rush around the back of Zagrax, almost using him as a fulcrum to get some more momentum
Again.
around. Using that, again, as extra force, you stab into this guy with the short sword, but it's a little too short to really plunge in fully as the hilt gets caught up in the exoskeleton. But
Yeah, I
you do
know.
manage to scratch him.
Yep, and I'll turn to Zagrax and be like, "Come on, demon, finish it."
And the Durgar faces you, and you just get the face. Irilyssa.
So Zagrax just turns and looks at you with like a glit in his eye of like,
Yeah, you don't think it sounds like malicious, more like a little bit of jaunting.
yeah, like the come on now.
Right
I'm
one
just
isn't
gonna
so
move the
bad now.
moonbeam over on top of him. And that's my turn.
Okay, Tahko.
All right. Now I can't flank him. Unless I burn myself.
Yeah, go into the moonbeam.
No,
You'll be
don't you have
fine.
to start your turn in there? No.
Enter the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's entering the moonbeam that gets you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only if it's voluntary. If you trip into the moonbeam, you're fine, right?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
No. I would say.
Well, oops, my way into moonbeam. No, I'll just try and bonk him without advantage.
Go for it.
Does a 16 hit?
16 unfortunately does not hit. You crash it into his exoskeleton, and his claw reaches out and grabs your warhammer as it comes in, and you manage to wrestle it out of his grip, but it doesn't hit.
All right. Oh well. That's my turn.
Elora.
Me. Okay. Well, I guess this time I'll try to use a Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Not everything is so far away. They're so close together.
True.
No!
Roll
No!
a
Bounce
1d6.
off the wall.
Okay.
I call 6.
3.
Okay, and then roll damage.
Like 7.
So, Tahko, you take 3 points of damage as the
Always Tahko.
Eldritch Blast just grazes you as Elora tries to aim it and gets pushed out of probably the cage behind her, starts to rise, and that just like catches your elbow, and then your Eldritch Blast just like grazes past Tahko.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. And then, I'm just gonna stop. Until your turn.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right,
Ha!
then this
It
guy
wasn't me this time.
is
Not gonna
going
try to
to
cast another one.
Con save. 11.
That's okay. That's still only off
That
of
is
temporary hit
a
points.
fail.
And with that, he just melts.
Don't forget, everybody, that we still have the 10 temporary hit points if you don't have it on. So,
And again, this one just flares up into pain, and his already kind of face just continues going as it turns black and burns away.
Oh.
I think that they were very unhappy to be in there.
what do you mean?
Well, like I
Is
used.
there something in here? This is just an empty room.
And with that,
No,
we're out
no,
of
You need
combat.
the beam of light that incinerated him. Yeah, I'd be unhappy too.
Never mind.
Is this actually an empty room, or is it full of tables?
Give me a second. I will get to that as soon as I turn off the fighting noise.
It's the table manufacturing room. They just didn't put any tables in it.
All right,
Careful,
so-
don't sass the DM.
This isn't the DM's.
No, I didn't make this map. This is by the book. They probably could have done a little bit more effort in terms of filling this place out, but it's fine.
Table manufacturing.
So, the gear room that you're in currently. Ascending the elevator shaft deposits you in the middle of a large room with machinery filling the eastern half. A Duragar stands at the double door in the north wall, and another is on the southeast corner next to a lever that juts out of the wall. Braziers
Stand on
heaped with
anymore.
hot coals do little to offset the cold air that blows in through the arrow slits of the south wall. You just killed those guys. You go north into the other room. This messy workshop is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals in the corners. The room is furnished with stone tables and cabinets. In the middle of this room, surrounded by twisted bits of metal, is a half-finished exoskeleton construct like the ones you encountered in the room you just came from.
Yes.
Wow,
There's
look at all
tables in
this!
this room. I am thoroughly impressed by their lack of putting shit places.
That's
Yeah,
okay, we
like
can
this is
fix it.
really lazy compared to what they usually do.
Well, they got like this whole, gear thing here.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's where they spend all the budget. I get it.
Oh, true.
They probably wanted to leave it so DMs could fill it in for themselves, but I'm lazy.
Like, yeah, you're running a
Table
module for the
here.
sake of. I mean, they could have just put it on a different layer, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, cams are frozen again. Grrr. Okay, fixed.
Hook.
Anyway, I think that we are pretty much at the end of this session. We did go over slightly there, but I just wanted to finish that
Oh, where
initial
did that time go?
taster of the new
Right.
Duragar type, which I don't think you fought before.
Interesting.
No.
Seething in pain and
Mechaduragar.
rage inside of a exoskeleton. They were cool until they were in pain and rage.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the thing with those guys is they are Duragar who've misbehaved somehow, and they're effectively put inside of a Iron Maiden, which is an
Ooh.
exoskeleton-powered machine, and they're miners. They're basically tortured so that they mine harder.
Dang.
Minors too?
That's
They're doing this to
crazy.
children?
Oh my god.
No.
And on that note, thanks for joining us.
And on that bombshell, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. No, if you have any questions or anything for us, I am now actually reading chat, so I will be able to stop and answer. Welcome to Sunlight Fortress.
Oh,
Yeah, cams are frozen. Are we still frozen?
No, we're good.
No.
Beam directly on Tahko.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. Welcome, new people, one and all. Do we
Yeah.
have any shout outs from the beginning of
Yes, we have quite a few. Scrolling down. Macho coming in with an 8-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Macho.
Yay.
For the bright one. So,
I'll be right back.
Zagrax,
hey,
that one's all
you
on
can't
you.
make fun of my cult because you're now a part of it. So, ha.
Yeah.
Oh, we always been.
Right?
They tried to kick me out of it though.
We were in the cult before it was cool.
Also true.
So what I'm hearing here is we should change our followers from digital kobolds to cultists. Or maybe that's what the subscribers are, because they have donated, they've
there
tithed.
you go.
Oh.
So the followers are digital dragons and the subscribers are cultists.
Kobolds and cultists. I like it.
Sounds good.
Name of an
Kobolds.
upcoming
Sounds like
game,
a name of
cultists and
a good
kobolds.
card game or something.
Cultists and kobolds. Oh.
And then we've got Evil by Moonlight coming in with an 8-month resubscription. 8 whole months. Woo!
Oof,
And then we have
yeah.
the High Chief of the cult himself, Warbird, coming in with an 8-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there. And then we've got Chaos Gemini coming in with an 8-month resubscription. These are some very familiar names. Thank you very much for that, Chaos Gemini. And then there was a Hype Train, which we got to level 2, so huzzah for that, everyone. And then Sage Co, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. Well, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been
There
fun.
is a schedule there. Indeed.
I'm just
Glad we got all those. I'm glad we got all those ones out of the way before actual combat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Except for that 3 damage that
Except
came
for
off me.
me.
I did think it was hilarious. You were like, raw, 1, 1, 1. And I was like, 20, 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got all the 20s tonight. Like,
Yeah, I rolled a crit as well for one of the attacks, though. He was already dead, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
all of it was just a dream for that Duragar.
It's like, I'm doing great now.
sick and
It was his
painful
dream as he faded into oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
Except it wasn't a fade; it was a melt.
That too.
Man.
This has been a session.
Yeah.
It
It's
has
not as
indeed
wild
been a
as
session.
last session, though.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was wondering how on earth to change the kind of you guys jostling around to you arriving at the scene of the siege outcome. Bit of a
Yeah.
turn, but this is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. We got some food. We got ordered around to do something for somebody who wants something, as we always do.
Yeah, I was kind of
And
kicking myself with Gandalf because she's supposed to be a bit more subtle than it's just like, I want you to kill Zardarok. And then
just like,
backpedaling
oh.
after she said that.
I really want the more subtle version to be like,
Oh.
it'd be a thing if he died.
It wouldn't
What
necessarily
if
be a
he
bad
died?
thing if he were to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I do have a question. Can I tell if those Duragar shrunk before they died or after they died?
As they died.
As
Yeah.
they died.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know, we probably should have asked her why this place has a heartbeat. Just saying.
Yeah, I was going to ask
Wait,
that.
no.
We
Heartbeat.
probably also should have asked her about the Chardolin.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of things we should have asked her.
Yeah, we don't talk good to NPCs.
You know, we can go back downstairs and yell at her because her secret little word didn't work.
Yeah, we should actually do that. We should go back and be like, the word didn't work.
Well, they
Also,
weren't
why is this
her
place heartbeat?
allies.
Yeah, it's not supposed to work on all of them.
I thought it was a
Well,
Well,
charm spell.
I thought she had a control over these floors.
Well, if she has
No.
control over one floor,
You asked her for a
We
code
wouldn't
word to
die.
identify her followers. These
Yeah.
apparently weren't her followers.
yeah.
You know, these are some bad boys. They then got strung up into some creepy robot bodies.
These
I
are some
drew
bad
one.
boys. They got
Ooh.
melted.
I can't tell what
Yeah,
you
they got
drew because
melted.
my character is like, it's half dark. I can't tell what it is.
Well, just move yourself over. So there's like a big cage head.
That's immersion breaking. Are you kidding me?
And
No, I'm
there's
just kidding.
put a little steam thing on its back.
I'm going
right
back
here.
over here. I wish I
Oh,
had
then-
not seen that.
I see
It's
it.
got bolts on it, and then I put
Some nightmare fuel.
a clamp and a claw. That's what it has,
They
right?
had, yeah. Claw and
Nice.
then a maul on the other hand.
When you first described them, I was envisioning hammer and sickle, and I'm like, wait a minute, we're fighting Duragar, not communists.
Same thing. It's all for the workers' rights, trying to fight against indoctrination from the mind flayers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very intentionally written.
sounds like what's going on in Wisconsin right now.
Mind flares.
You're saying there were mind flayers in Wisconsin? Wait, what?
I literally like was a moment like my
No.
mind flares in Wisconsin.
Mind
I
flayers.
wasn't hear
Jeez.
about this.
Trying to force people to work against their will, but
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
save that for after chat.
Yeah, yay politics.
I'm sorry I ruined the immersion, everyone. by saying
What did you
last-
do?
I didn't mean to.
What did you do?
Immersion.
Wait, what? What?
What did you
At the
do?
very beginning, Elora was talking and she said last session. I was like, wait, no, she doesn't
Oh,
say
that? Oh no, that was just funny. That's my favorite.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, that is amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got the Iroash chat in. I've been trying to
Oh, yeah,
work out
yeah,
a way
me
of
too.
shoehorning him for a while.
It was
And like, I'm
good.
going to go in
I
my
have to
lantern.
make-
Well, he just happens to be there too. It's fine.
Yay!
Mm.
I just have to make new hair. Make a
Yeah.
new icon.
Because
You
the
look
thing
different
Yeah,
now.
Cat.
the thing you
also have
discussed hasn't come up for like 40 episodes. I was like, I wonder if you remember this discussion.
Mhm.
But you did. It's all good.
I did.
I like to think that Idwash is like, hey, you remember in episode 20 where I talked to you about... she's like, why are you breaking the fourth wall? I was like, you did it.
It's been a while. No, I've tried to keep everything Iroash said very at the forefront of my memory.
Hey, you can bring your icon back down so your face is in full frame again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exciting.
No one's
Oh.
been able to react to it yet, but that's fine.
Well, I don't think chat can see that because it's cut off just above because it used to be the cameras I used to bring in.
Yeah,
Well, it's also on the screen.
It's the icon,
Like-
yeah.
token, so
it's tiny.
Yeah, one of these
And
days
then
I'm
you
really
have,
going to need to do a better screen template thing and then have like characters cycling into the portraits. Like we spent money on the art, we want to show it off. Like having the
Oh,
portrait
yeah.
or the tokens
One
is
of-
fine. Oh yeah, of course you can see it on the token. Duh.
One of our
Um,
goals, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a new year, new things. Should be exciting.
I was actually gonna have the person who drew Irilyssa's art do another drawing of her.
mm,
I haven't talked to her yet
Cool.
about it, but
Get some
Irilyssa
action
as she
art.
is now. I want to see what the evolution is.
Yeah.
well, actually, I was gonna have her drawn as Irilyssa in the future, where she's actually the high priestess of the House of Guiding Light.
Ooh,
So
there you go.
it'd be post adventure.
I mean, she already
A
is.
possibility.
Yeah, she already is. It's
yeah.
true.
It's her
Assuming that
temple.
she-
Which
she owns
she's
it.
not an adventurer anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have her giving the speech for us when we all like grouped up in good need.
Yeah, during the extended downtimes. I mean, that's effectively what you'd be doing at that point.
I mean, honestly, for artists out there, there's so many cool scenes. I want to draw stuff, but it's just like
Yeah, do it.
Mhm.
Oh shoot, that's. Mm.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing Elora's hair next week.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it now. I'll have to, it's forcing me to learn how to do things in Photoshop, so it's good.
Nice.
I did have to think, like, what's going to look cool? I know, gradiated hair. Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm
cool.
sure there's a
Hey,
name for it, but
like
I just call
stealing
it a
my
flipping
gradi-
gradient.
Wait,
It's like ombre.
Elora and
I
I
think.
match now.
Yes,
my God.
we
do.
We do.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You joined.
Kidding.
You joined
We're
the cult.
twins. I joined
Yeah.
the cult.
Do
Yeah.
we all need that same hair color? I'll dye my
Yes.
beard. Just blue in the top there.
Cult
Oh,
colours.
Can you
Yeah.
dye it blue? I thought you could only dye it red.
Shoot.
Uh,
That's just my teeth.
Or is it?
Which aren't fully red anymore. Yeah, they're just like
no.
Might be fading.
tinged pink. Yeah.
You're only a little bit red.
Yeah,
You've
you
been
know.
using bright strips the whole time.
Yeah, crossbite strips. Now looking for sponsors for Digital Dragons.
Oh my
They're
god.
pressed white strips once to. Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Something happened and my teeth turned blood red. Now they're looking better.
Yeah, I gotta do it in character.
Pressed bright strips, yeah. You should buy them or whatever.
Find the
Or
whatever.
Wow. Sold. Ooh.
That's very. Vulwin.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Oh no.
Okay, my teeth didn't turn red from kissing someone. That's not how that happened.
Yeah.
Your your whole
She
timeline
kissed
is
you
just,
because your
she
teeth
wanted
were
to
red.
take my teeth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wanted
She's
your
trying
with
to,
her tongue.
Which
she's
is
trying to kiss your
stop.
teeth away.
Stop.
Oh no, there's
That's not
something.
what I need in my mind before going to bed.
No, it's not.
Ah.
Perfect.
Wah, wah.
Remember, kids, brush your teeth.
Well, make sure you ask for consent before you suddenly kiss or lick someone.
Or just do it. Watch them punch you.
No.
Mm.
Yeah. I would do it.
Mhm.
Anyway, chat, do you have any questions for us about what's happened this session or on previous ones? And we will try to answer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw Macho talking about goats. Maybe?
Hey, there's always a possibility.
We could be finding subterranean goats.
Where are the goats again?
We've been here the entire time.
Oh, we need to get a druid that run around with us, and then they can just turn into a goat on command and just be. I need goat.
Little
and
does
goat.
I'd say little does Macho know that we were all actually polymorphed goats.
Ah,
Our
yes.
true form.
That's our true
True.
secret.
Why
We're all
do you
polymorph
think we've
goats.
why do you think we've saved so many? I mean, we
A
did
couple of
send
us
some of
are
them off
goats
to
and
be
a couple of
eaten,
us
but
are
like
kobolds.
that's whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Acceptable losses.
Giving away too much.
The unlikely alliance.
Yeah, digital kobolds.
That's why I'm a kobold.
Goats are too smart to be
Smart
Zag.
to be Zag.
Oh,
Ha!
man.
I beat you on that one. I'm a kobold. Wait.
That's right, a digital kobold.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And you do subscribe. He's not wrong.
Zag is a kobold that got permanently enlarged.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Except for the brain that was left behind.
Well, that's why I said he's a kobold.
The bright one. Yeah.
You know,
I
he's
love-
not that dumb.
I know, but it's still
That
hilarious.
hurt.
He's right for a kobold.
That hurt, by the way.
I love this entire like silence,
know-
this oath of silence here, and then just like that one hurt. By the way.
Well, the best part is that it's Sunday night, and I'm always like half out of it because I'm half asleep on Sunday night anyway. But I didn't even think about that being used in that way until you said it, and I'm like, first of all, why didn't I think of that? Second of all, ouch.
Yeah. No, on the last session, when you were being followed and everyone was wanted to hear your wisdom, you're like, don't let Vulwin and Tahko hear. Let them know that they said that. It's really funny.
Well, yeah, that's mostly because they just won't let me live it down.
They won't let it go. Yeah.
Especially after we heard what you said and what they did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
Oh,
Oh, you're still muted. If you're talking.
Yeah, because I'm dying.
I know.
Oh.
And it looked like you were saying something afterwards. Either that or you were
No.
sneezing very profusely. Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh.
Zagrax, no.
He's gone.
Oh no!
Oh, pain.
Zagrax.
Go away,
Zagrax,
congestion.
no.
Ah. Yeah,
Being
thank you,
cold.
Macho. You understand. Wait, I'm not a cult
Hard
leader. What am I
work.
saying?
Zagrax is a cult leader confirmed. He just admitted it.
Uh-oh.
You know, I really need Zagrax to stop that. It's getting in the way of my moon cult.
Yeah. There's conflicting interests here.
Hey,
Mhm.
we'll own everything. I'll own the day. You own the night. We have full control over everything. It'll be fine.
I call dibs on Twilight.
Except that, like, Irilyssa is the perfect time because it's all night.
That's true.
But it's not because the moon's not out.
Or
It's
is
just
it?
dark.
Where is it? I mean,
I mean,
you guys
true,
just
touche.
keep assuming that
Oh,
just
what-
because I said I worship the moon, I actually worship the moon.
What if the ultimate thing is that we don't fight Arl or we do fight Arl and it just turns the end game actually is the two cults versus each other and we all split to different sides of the cult and it's like, you got your, Digital Dragon cinematic universe. Get some sequels off of this.
Oh,
I
man.
think the only person, who would actually side with who?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Because I'm like, my first reaction is they're all siding with Irilyssa. I'm like, but Tahko, and then I'm like, but wait, it's also Zagrax. Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know. I actually think Elora wouldn't want to pick sides.
so you just sit and eat popcorn and watch the cults battle it
Yeah,
out.
she'll be. Yeah.
Hmm.
She's also like more of a fan of the Morning Lord. So.
Yeah.
A third cult enters
A
the
third
fray.
Ah, there it is.
Revive to Morning Lord.
So
We
in
just
the
all have
background, you
5
Mishan going,
cults.
yeah, woo!
Yeah, Mishan. Yeah. Oh, poor her.
The
When I was writing
Vulwin
her
goes and gets
dialogue
a
for
cult
today, oh man,
Lonely
yeah.
Wood peeps.
Being a cult in Lonelywood, I have a mercenary corporation.
Well, I know. So that everybody ends up with their own group.
Mhm.
Ilyssa's got the Moon cult. I've got the Bright One cult. Laura's got the Morning Lord
Hey.
cult. Tahko has.
Death cult.
As far as I'm aware,
Something.
I'm on
I don't-
Saloon's side because the Guardian protected Lonelywood. So better watch yourself, Zag. The end game might actually come along.
Tahko doesn't have crap. I mean,
Wait, hey, also we all know
I-
the Vulwin's trying to kill Zagrax anyway, so I
my,
didn't expect
my,
you to side with me at all.
my own town formerly named me Mood Killer. They're not gonna be
Well,
back.
that's why I gestured to something, because you'd have something. I just don't know what it would be.
Mm,
A psychotic, power-hungry wizard dragon.
oh yeah.
A white who you kind of pissed off but didn't piss off. I don't know. Probably some. I don't know. Something else. There's got to be something else.
Yeah. I'll just be a cheerleader.
Sounds about right. You would just shuffle around. You'd be like a courier for messages for everybody, just taking all their secrets and watching it. You're like Loki or something.
Yeah.
As long as
Do your
people
own thing.
die, I am happy.
Oh yeah, I got. And if things get too worse, I can just side with my mom, and I have an entire cult. That's easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Easy, I win. Trump card.
She tried to have you assassinated. Are you kidding me?
Water under the bridge.
Exactly.
Water under the bridge, right?
I'm trying to take over the thing here.
Zagrax will be under the bridge before you
I was
know.
going to say, just like Zagrax, weighted down.
Oh, hey, you're not wrong.
We don't need help falling in the ice,
I was
okay?
gonna say you wouldn't even need to wait. You just shove him in, and kick him a couple of times when he's in the water, and he'll do it himself.
But you gotta do it when he's asleep, though. You won't even notice he's being rolled
You won't
in the
even
water.
wake up. He'll just be underwater and be like, "Oh, it's cold." Try and grab his covers, and then he'll wake up.
Oh man, I can't believe that. I have to ask more. And you could say you don't have to answer it, but did you already have that assassination attempt like planned out for that session that was going to happen? So the whole like getting blackout drunk from Zagrax was just happenstance. That was
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
I was going to have the assassination happen in whichever inn you stayed in next.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
That's great.
That's great.
Wonderful timing.
Yeah, I really need to do more with Biava. I mean, we have Zagrax's current storyline, so I don't want to dominate things a little too much with him, but Biava's still out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Special.
Yeah, we all got fun story threads out there.
Mm-hmm.
Zagrax's story is really coming to light.
Bright light.
The bright one. Light bright Zagrax.
Clap on, clap off.
In your cult, there's only clap on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Irylyssa's to clap off.
I was going to say, Mishan's a clap off. Anyway, shall we call this one here? I am not seeing any more questions or anything coming through. So, thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button if you haven't already, so you get notifications when we're live again in the future. We will be back again, I believe, next Sunday, same time, midnight, GMT, 7 PM Eastern Standard. And the adventures in Sunblight Citadel will continue.
Yep.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.
Woo!
Bye bye.